Hello and welcome into a new series I'm excited to be a part of called Pass It On. And it's going to include some of your favorite content creators for Farming Simulator. Now, I get the honor of starting it off, so I get to explain to you how it works. It's pretty simple. We are here on Riverbend Springs, as you can see the river. We're going to hang out with Walter for a little bit. We got the starting equipment. We're on normal economy. Everything is left on except periodic plowing. So we have crop destruction, weeds, liming, field stones, all the good stuff's on. Are there rules? Yeah, there's a couple rules. The first rule is each creator, when they get to do their week, they can use one crossplay mod of their choosing. It has to be crossplay, so everybody can do it. And they can use that however they see fit. The only other rule is they have to make something. And the person who it gets passed on to has to use that thing. So for example, I could harvest potatoes on this video and pass them on to the next creator. Now, that creator can do what they want in their video, but they have to use the potatoes in some way. You can make potato chips. They could sell them for cash and leave the next person a big bag of cash. It's really up to the creator what they want to do, as long as they use the product that was passed on to them. You can be naughty, you can be nice, leave you, like I said, a bag of cash or a 2-meter plow. So it's really going to be up to each person when they make their video of how they want to do it. But that's the basic premise. We're going to see where this goes. Each person's going to have their own spin on it. We'll see what kind of chaos, if there's any shenanigans. Let's be honest, there's going to be some shenanigans. But I'm pretty excited to be a part of this. Can't believe I get to start it off. So hopefully we get some good farming done today. And I have an idea of what we're going to leave for the next person. Before we get started, let's talk a little bit about the sponsor of this series, G-Portal. They have the fastest and best servers on the market for just about any game you can think of. I mean, obviously you can get a farming simulator server from them. But they support an impressive list of games and the customer support is top notch. I use them, as do many of the other creators you're going to see in this series. So if you're thinking of getting a server, click on the link in the description. It's going to take you to their site. And by using my link, you get to save 10% off your first server. So you get great servers, you save money. How can you go wrong? So what's my plan for today? Well, you can see we're liming our fields. We do own 4 fields here when you start out on Riverbend. I don't really have a plan for this field. I'm just kind of being nice. I want to start this series off being nice. So I am liming the fields. I don't really plan on doing much. We do have 2 fields. You can see that over there that are ready to be harvested. So I definitely want to do that. I don't want to leave that for anyone else. We're going to grab that since we have the harvester to start off with. And we'll see what we can do with our crop. I do have an idea. Did download my one mod that I'm allowed to choose. So I have a plan. Whether that sticks or not, it's me, so you can change at a moment's notice. But we're being nice right now. I've leased this brittle. I bought some lime. We did start with 100 grand, so I'm already 6 grand in the hole. Not really worried about money. That's the next person's problem. That's the beauty of this series, is you can do your thing and the next person has to fix anything that you broke. We're going to get this field. There's another one over there in the middle there. We're going to get those limed again because I'm a nice guy. And then we're going to get to what we're going to leave for the next person. I'm going to show you our settings just so there's no confusion, and maybe so the people ahead of us don't, change anything. Settings will stay the same. Normal economy. Seasonal growth is off and give us a little bit more flexibility. Snow is on, so that should be interesting. We've got crop destruction on. Again, a lot of us do not play with crop destruction, so we'll see how much we destroy. Plowing is off. Field stones, lime, weeds are on, and twisters, hail, whatever disaster destruction that comes our way, we got to play with. Now I'm getting started here. We've got our harvester. We've got some wheat. We've got some canola. We've got some work to do. Starting with the base game equipment's sort of interesting. Haven't done that in a few months now. How many months is this been out? It's been a while. As soon as mods have been out, I've been on it. Nope, we wanna do steering assist. There we go. Couple of headlands. That should work. That's the wrong field. Gotta be careful. We got crop destruction on this field. It's the right field. Not the right field. Okay, let's try backing up this way. Well, we'll make ourselves a little path. That'll get us on the field. There we go. Get our steering assist. Turn that to 0. Gives her nicer straight lines. Lock her in. So we've got some canola. We don't really have plans for the canola. To be honest, we're gonna end up selling this. Leave them some cash for the next one. Like I said, we have the base game starting equipment, so we're gonna need some things. So we need to give them a little bit of cash to do things. So we'll get this harvested, and then we got to move on to the wheat field, which we'd come up with a plan. I do have a plan for that, but we got some work to do first. Okay, we've got our canola done. We've got just over 6,000 liters. I don't know if it's gonna fit in this trailer. That might be something I splurge on, is maybe, I don't know if we have the extension on this trailer. We need a paint job on it probably after I smash into it. But we're gonna sell this barley, and we might stop and I think we got the extension. It looks like we're gonna hold it all. That's pretty good. So we're gonna sell this to get a little bit of cash, because I need to buy something for the next thing. Get this unloaded. Where can we go? Drop this off. Canola is getting a good price. Not the best price again, but we're gonna go to the Grain River silo. We'll highlight that. We'll go get this sold. Put this equipment away, and see what we got to work with. All right, so I said I had a plan. Here's the plan. We made about $6 grand from selling that canola. Not bad. We're just slightly over what we started with. About to spend some money though. So then we've got this field of wheat that we still have to harvest. We could sell that and give them some more money, but we want to pass it on. We want to give them something that they have to use, right? What could I give them? Just starting off, we don't have very much equipment, don't have a ton of land, and it's not ready to do anything. So what could I give the next person? Seeds. So I have chosen for my one mod, and again, we'll put the link in the description for this mod down there in productions. We have the Art Masters. This is the 2K25 pack, available on the Mod Hub for all platforms. We have several factories here. We have our Seed Masters. We've got the Mix Master, which is going to make your TMR. We've got Pig Food, and we've got Fert Masters. So Rocco Master is going to make lime for you. So there's plenty of things to pick. There's two versions. One's a little bit faster. This one is the regular. This one says the version 2. Modified for ground level discharge and higher capacity, which is kind of what we want. So we're going to make seeds. A better thing to give the next person than seeds to do with whatever they want. Now, this is 14 grand, but I think it's going to work out. Where are we going to put this? I think over here is pretty good. Kind of out of the way. It's kind of overlapping with an object. Area is restricted, but we can kind of fix that. Toggle free there. I think that's pretty good. I mean, put it over here. Might be a little bit better over there. Give them something to do. You know what? I think we can put it there. It'd be nice under the shade. Rotate it just a hair there. Place that. Go take a look. Now we have something where we can make seeds for the foreseeable future for the farm. Now, it's empty. This is a cool mod. Let's see what we got here. We're going to need liquid fert and wheat. I did say we're going to need some products. So we're going to have to get liquid fert. put in there. It is going to go very, very fast. But now we have something that we can make. Go under here and get their seeds, or whatever they choose to do, because there's going to be 4 fields sitting here empty. Okay, we need to harvest some wheat. We need to spend a little bit of money to go get some liquid fert, and then we can start making seeds. Something to pass on. Now, I did notice you have some extra lime here that they'll get to use for whatever they want. Did notice we have cows over here. They're just grazing off the meadow right now. I don't have anything to feed them. Gonna chalk that up to the next person's problem. Come up with some hay or some TMR. I don't know. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. They got grass. Look, see this grass in there. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. But we need to harvest our wheat. Then we're gonna go and get ourselves some liquid fert, which we need a tanker for that. We don't even have a front loader to pick up things, so I don't know how we could do that. We could, I don't know. We'll figure that out. Let's get our wheat harvested, and yeah, we'll figure out the rest. Now I am leaving a straw swath. I don't have anything currently to pick it up with, and I'm not gonna get anything. Again, it's the beauty of this series. That could be for the next person. They could choose to pick up the straw, or they could plant it under, cultivate it under. It's up to them. I figured I'd leave it here in case they wanted it. If not, well then, like I said, they can cultivate it under. But at least they'll have it here if they want it, and feed it to make some TMR, make some food for those cows over there that we're just kind of pretending are fine. They're fine. Don't worry, they're fine. But you know, it's there. That's kind of the beauty of this series, is that each person is going to be able to do what they want, and the next person's just got to kind of pick it up and figure out what they've got to work with, and do the same thing. Make their products, farm their fields, do their productions, whatever they want to do, and then pass it on to the next person. You know, we're not coordinating this, so there's no set, I'll do this and leave you with that. It's really up to each person. Like I said, we can be nice, or you know, I could come through here and plant sugar beets. Let them have fun with that. But I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna start it up nice and easy. Like I said, just make some seeds. That'll give them a pretty blank slate with what to do. They want to plant all these fields, they can. We do have the, like I said, the seasonal growth turned off, so they can plant as soon as they get in here, or they can plow all these fields under and plant a meadow and raise bees. I mean, the options pretty unlimited. Me, we're making seeds. Number one, as I said, it's the first in the series. Get everybody off to a nice start. Number two, I love that mod. I always have fun with the making the seeds. It's a pretty well looking, designed, functional mod. I've always been a fan of it, and that'll be in the description in case you're looking for it. But we're gonna start them off easy. Try not to spend all the money right away, and give someone at least a fighting chance for their video. It'll be really interesting to see how this goes as it goes from creator to creator, and see what we all come up with at the end. Maybe we can have a reunion tour at the end and tour the farm, and you know, see how far we've come. All right, we've got our last bit of wheat. See, we even put our harvester away. That's how nice I am. I normally just leave it where it lays, but I'm gonna put things away for people. You know, you wanna keep it tidy for the next person. We're gonna load our wheat in here, and you can see it fills up dynamically. Another reason I think this mod is pretty cool. Now, people can pick whatever the mod they want. Again, like, as long as it's crossplay, they can pick whatever they want. That will put out some of the more fun quality of life mods, and you know, a lot of content creators love their mods, so it'll be interesting to see what mods they pick. Oh, we had seeds right there. I did not see that. Okay, well, that'll just add to it. Back into our line. Now, the only thing we need now is our liquid fert. I got to go get a tanker for that, and then we can start this process and leave our product that we're going to pass on. Park this up in here because we don't need this. Oh, that's kind of in the way. You know what? That's close enough. We're going to head to the shop, grab our stuff, and then finish making seeds. Well, we've got our lease tanker. We've got 8,000 liters of liquid fertilizer, which did cost us a little bit of money. We're down to just under $72,000. So, you know, we did spend a little bit of money. Hopefully not too much. I don't know if making seeds is the most economical of strategies, but it is the beauty of the Pass It On series. It is not my problem anymore. It is somebody else's problem. So we are going to deliver this here. I will say this is going to be a weekly series. The next person will release their video the next week, and I will announce that I will be passing this on to the man himself, Mr. DjGoHam. We get to see what DJ does with very few mods and a bunch of seeds. So I'll put his link, as if you needed it, down in the description. So make sure to tune in after my video's out the next week to see DJ and what he does with my Pass It On series. We've got this set up. That is delivered in. Let's make sure we turn it on. And we are making seeds, and that is very fast. I don't think it's going to take very long before we get some seeds. We can see this thing working here. Spinning like crazy. Don't put your hands in there. You can see our fill level. Pretty neat. All kinds of meters there. We have made 50 seeds, so the process has started. This thing is not even quite full. Pretty good ratio. 10 wheat, 15 seeds. So we probably make money. I don't know. Doesn't take much liquid fert. Probably make, again, it doesn't matter. It's not my problem. That is for DJ to figure out. Now, again, the rules are he has to use the seeds. He can do with them what he wants. He can sell them. He can throw them on the ground and drive over them. He can plant crops with them. Again, totally up to him. I hope you enjoy this series. I think it's going to be very exciting to see where each person takes it, how it evolves over the coming weeks. I want to thank you for coming in. I again want to thank G Portal for sponsoring this series. Go check them out. Again, the link will be down in the description. But in the meantime, we've got some work done. We've got some seeds being made. Until the next time, if you like these videos, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Until next time, thank you for watching. Your turn, DJ.
Hey, what's up? It's DJ. Today we are on Riverbend Springs to take part in a multiplayer experiment by Tony Myth called Pass It On. This is episode number 2. However, in episode number 1, Mr. Tony made sure that there were lime on the fields ready for us, and he gave us something to use. This guy, a seeds production. What I have to do is I have to use the seeds in this seed production, and I can also utilize this if I want, or I can delete this and use the money some other way, or place down something of my own, which I have used. Well, I haven't done it yet. We'll do it later. I can either be nice or I can be mean and sabotage the series for the person who comes after me, which I will announce later in the video. But first, we need to take a look at what's already been done. So Tony has harvested not 1, but 2 of the fields. So both of the ones on the side we have canola, and wheat has been harvested. He's also got lime on this plowed field and lime on this harvested field. And that's what we've got so far. We also have straw that's down, so we need to find a way to pick that straw up. And we also have a couple of cattle. We can keep these. We could also get rid of them if we wanted to, but I haven't made that decision yet. Oh, and of course, the series is also sponsored by G Portal. I mean, because of course it is. We'll talk more about them later on. All right, so Tony has left us the seeds. Oh boy, we're gonna have to turn off that auto start. Oh yeah, I forgot. He also said don't mess with the settings. Whoops. I also noticed the AI workers are set to buy fuel, seeds, fertilizer, slurry, and lime. Huh. That's not gonna work. Gotta turn these off. Otherwise seeds don't make sense. Well, at least that's the way I play. I think he said don't mess with the settings. I don't remember. Either way, we'll have to change that up. Taking a look, it does look like he has already sold everything, so we don't have any wheat or canola to sell. So we're kind of slam out of luck with that. But the good thing is I get to, and well, I guess also have to, use the seeds that he left us. So we got to do that. So here's what we've got. More seeds than we're ever going to need. But this is probably good because the whole series and everyone coming after me is also going to need seeds. So this is good. You know what? This is good. We'll leave that be. I will say I don't know if I can pull under this and fill... Ha-ha! I could just fill under that, get the seeds, and be done with it. Look at that. Way too easy. Now, here's the really interesting part, because I am going to need to get straw. At least my game plan would be to put down things that require straw. So, that means I'm going to have to plant something like wheat, barley, oats, something like that. It's me, so I'm planting grass and oats for the next person, because I know they're gonna love me. I'm gonna use an AI worker as well because, well, we have other things to do, so let's do that. There you go, buddy. Go do your thing. Oh, no, I forgot to change the seeds. Sorry, bud. Oats. All right. We cool? Cool beans? All right. Now you can go do your thing. Oh, but I forgot we gotta fertilize first. We don't have a lot of the mods that I normally use, so normally I'm like, oh, I'll just, double fertilize and I'll be good to go. Nope, not gonna happen. I need a fertilizer. Crap. So then we should probably just disc this field up or rip it up first. Yeah, that'll work. So we need a fertilizer spreader, a loading wagon, and we're gonna have to put this thing down and still have the money for everything. This is my beauty. The Fermentation Silo Basic from the DjGoHam Day. Yeah, man, I'm so excited about this. You have no idea. There's also some other stuff in here too, like the BGA Improved as well as the dryer. However, we're not going with that. We're not even going with the extreme, and not just because we don't have money for the other things. Although we definitely don't have money for the other things. I want this because this will be able to take that straw right there, as well as any grass that we put down from needing a mower, of course, but any straw, and we can turn that straw into silage. Oh, yes. Also, say most of this stuff sucks, so I'm going to see if it'll give us some money for the stuff. Okay, that's great. This building, we don't need that. Cool. The solar thing, I'll leave it, but it's not going to do us any good. No honey, this stuff's boring. And here's another thing. We don't actually need these sheds. We can get rid of some stuff. We need to keep the silo, I think. But it'd be nice if I didn't have to. I think we can get rid of this building too. Yeah, $5 grand for that. Let's see, 14 for that. We don't need it yet, but we may need it eventually. So then, Fermentation Silo Basic going in. And I don't know where I want to put this. You know what? Over here's not a bad place. Well, bam! Got it. Oh, what is this little building right here? 175 bucks? Bye! Hey! Now we got some more silo thing over there. We'll leave it for now. Wasn't there a building over here too? Yeah, this building, 300 bucks. And we don't need that. Oh, you know what? Oh, I got an idea. I'm totally just wasting time right now while that worker does their thing. I didn't think about this because I need money. I don't care if the person after me has any, but I need it. So in here somewhere, there should be, yes, a collectible. Bam. 10,000 bucks. That's what I'm talking about. Give me that money. Also, this is brand new, right? This has got to be brand new. And a modder hit me up the other day asking about the birds flying in a group. A gaggle? That's a gaggle of, that's geese, isn't it? Well, it's still a gaggle. Also, I'm thinking about flipping a field. Field 16, or 6 down here definitely looks like it doesn't want to have the crop on it anymore. It wants me to have that crop. It really does. It told me in private. So, I think what I'll end up doing, see, field number 6, $225,000. So, we're going to have to come and take out a loan for at least enough to have that much, right? 200, wait, was there already a loan in here? No. Was there? I don't know. All right, so I took out a $225,000 loan. We'll take this, and we are going to buy it. Yes, please. Thank you very much. It also has placeables on it, which we will be able to sell, and then we can get rid of it because we can't sell it. Field flippy flip time. Honestly, I could care less about the wheat that's on that field. What I really care about, and you know what I care about. DjGoHam cares about that straw because I want to make some silage. And now's a great time to tell you about today's video sponsor, G-Portal. They host premium game servers for all kinds of games, including Farming Simulator 25. Doesn't matter whether you're on PC, Mac, PlayStation 5, or Xbox Series, you can get your own. Depending on your preferences and needs, they've got quite a few things to match any player, and you can even create your very own.
And if you use my link, you get 10% off as well.
You can also get game servers for the other Farming Simulator games that have come before if you're not playing Farm Sim 25 yet, including Farming Simulator 2013, 15, 17, and 19 on PC, and for Farm Sim 22, they still have console servers as well. There's a lot of advantages to having a G-Portal server over hosting your own server online like normal. You got complete control over mods, total control over server access,
And you can even pause the game when no one's there.
check out the link below right now for 10% off your very own G-Portal game server. Now, I hate the way the workers do the headlands, so I'm not going to worry about that. DjGoHam gonna be the one to do these headlands. So, steering assist, what does the AI worker want? 2 headlands? All right, that works for me. So let's go in here, cruise control, deactivation, manual? Yeah, manual seems good. I think. Oh, that's right, that was added in a recent update. Sweet. All right, 2's probably fine. Drop it down, turn it on, go, 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 go. And give me the line, give me the line, got it. Haha. Nice. Getting our straw swath, and that straw is going to be worth a whole lot of money. Also, I don't think I'm going to be able to drive all the way over to the store right now because I need to pick this, I need to get the wheat. That's it. Oh, and we can also use some of this wheat right here and put that in and make some more seeds for later. Could do that. I don't care about that. I want to spend the money that I make. Well, I will say this, I'm used to going a lot faster than this, but yeah. At least it's not any slower than 6 miles an hour. Woohoo, I'd have trouble if it was any slower than that. So the combine harvester's not empty yet, but I have gone through a full swing it down, slow it down, pull it forward, bam, good, done. We do have about half full in it, so there is that. Alrighty, looks like that trailer's a little bit full on there too. Nonetheless, we should be good to go after all this. So let's go ahead and finish up, at least get to a point where we can hire a worker on this field. So after all of that, we finally got the first little bit right there done. We do have a worker that seems to be stuck on something. The worker wasn't doing anything, and I don't know exactly what happened, but I don't think they knew either, to be completely honest with you. I don't know, I'm gonna hire them up and see what they do here, but I have my doubts. And we are on track. All right, so this is going to take a little while. So I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth, do my thing, and try to get this field all finished up. But I want this straw so I can make some silage. We'll pay back the loan, I promise. Wow, I'm just noticing the worker has not, like, they went down here to the end and then quit. I don't know what in the world's up with that, but I'm gonna have to finish that myself. And while I'm in between waiting on the combine to cart, I will do this. And just like that, we are done with the harvest. I have quickly realized that I am probably overdoing everything by a lot. So we're gonna pull it back a little bit. I have set a worker over here on field 2, just because we need to get that field at least started to get worked on. I do need to actually use the seeds. I still haven't done that yet. So let's figure that out. So now, again, there are things we need, and I think we're probably gonna have to either lease or rent or something. We need tractor. We need more tractor. We don't have enough tractor. So I say we lease the tractor. There we go. So we've got one. We got our fertilizer spreader on there, and we need a forage wagon. We've got 200 and some horsepower, so we need something that's going to work with that. Let's see, 26,000, 35,000. All right, I think this is everything that we need at least for right now. So what I'm going to do is we are going to take the Challenger that we already have. This guy is going to be running the fertilizer, and as a matter of fact, so that we can have it, save it, and not need to buy any more than that. Should we buy more? You know what? We'll buy a full set of 3 of them. You know what? My idea was if I bought just 1,000 liters of it, I wouldn't have to worry, and I could just set it to like worker buy fertilizer. But I don't think that's gonna work out very well. So There we go, we got that. We'll just fill it up and it'll be fine. And then on top of that, we get the white tractor. I did go for the Pottinger. Looking at the size, I probably could have gone for the other one, but this will work a-okay. So what I want to do is I want to set a destination, and we're going to set that destination for just down here. Boom, just like said, and good. Go do your thing. And I am going to go fertilize. All right, so we can fertilize the fields that we've got up here, and then we'll have some stuff left. I'm just going to go with a steering assist. It is so much easier doing that. Turn it on, find our line, and go. I am wasting so much fertilizer, it's not even funny. Oh, I was going slow because I had this set to 6 miles an hour. Might be. One thing I didn't put lime on this field. I don't know if that's going to come back to bite me in the butt or not. All right, there we go. We will have to return this fertilizer spreader. However, that is going to be either later me's problem or somebody else's problem. Yeet. And we'll grab our seeder over here, which has seed from the thingy over there, which I'm using. Tony, even though it's taken me forever to do it, I'm using it. We have our oats, and we could finally get back to the thing that I tried to do at the very beginning, which was to hire a worker to do the work for me. All right, speaking of hiring workers to do stuff for me, I need to set our steering assist here to 6 meters. 2 headlands, there we go, perfect. And now it's going to be a lot of picking up straw. A whole lot of picking up straw. How did it stop? I don't know why. Anyway, I'm gonna go through. Let's pick up as much straw as we possibly can, and we're going to be taking it all over to this production chain right here. We have straw into silage. It is set to storing right now. Probably going to leave that be. I think that's a-okay. Oh boy, this is already at 15% almost. There it is, 50%. This is gonna, that's gonna fill up quickly. Nonetheless, so I'm looking at this, thinking to myself, we are gonna have way more than 100,000 liters of straw. At least I think we are. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But I feel like we are. I'm going to take everything up there anyway. Anything that's left, I really don't know what to do with. But we're going to do it anyway. Now's probably a good time to let you guys know who is coming next. Senor Trucker Matze. He's going to be coming up after me doing all of this. So good luck to him. I hope you win, or however you play this game. Straw silage, activate. I do know that it should be able to go through, I think it's 100,000 liters. It should be able to go through all of that in about a day. So that's good. Also, did I mention this? You also get a bunch of digestate from this. So that's another reason that I really wanted to go with this, because I was like, you know what? You can do straw and you get digestate off of it, which I think is pretty darn cool. So hopefully, that works out great for us. We will find out and see. Nonetheless, time to jump in and get some more to straw put it. Anyway, regardless, you could take the digestate, you could sell it if you have the right mod, or more than likely, you can use it. Wait, that's in chaff. Boop, there we go. Same thing. All right, well, never mind. We've got a little bit more on that field to go. I don't think we're going to reach our main, the most amount that we could possibly get. Although, I am curious, how is the worker on the other field doing? How's this? Ooh, almost done. Nice. Oh no, I went too far. Crap. So how much silage have we made so far? Probably not a lot. Let's see, 416 liters. Yeah, not a crazy amount. It's doing it. It's just taking us a little while. That's okay. Only a couple minutes passed. So originally the idea was to have those for the cows, but I don't know if I even care about keeping the cows. They are in a pen where we're really not going to be able to get a lot of goodies off of them. And bam! All done with that one. We still got a little bit of room left, so I'm going to go over to the first field that was done, and we'll start filling up from there. This would be, I think, the third load right here, so, you know, we got a little bit of time. Ooh, is the seeding done there? Ooh, the seeding's done. So we need to take that seeder and get them on another field over there. Over here, good to go. Boom. Do it. Go, go, go. Do it now. I mean, it wouldn't hurt if we went ahead and filled up with seeds again, right? See? See, Tony? I'm using the thing you left me. The seeds that you left me. So many seeds. You're going to leave them for the last person, too. You just don't know it. All right, so real quick before we do anything. These cows, right? They need water. They have meadow grass in there. And they suck so bad. They are quite old. We're not going to make much money off of them. $3,200. I do not think, and they're old. I do not think that these are worth keeping at all. So we shall sell them. Ha-ha. I also don't think we should be hanging on to this area anymore. $7,500. I feel like we can utilize this area for something other than a cow pasture. I mean, there's nothing that we could produce out of this cow pasture other than having them. So, I'm going to get rid of it. I don't care what the next person wanted. 'Tis gone now. And I guess we'll set the silage to selling as well. May as well go ahead and do that now. Straw silage, change it to selling. Bye-bye. You know what? No, we are not setting this to selling. Boom, change it to storing. You know what? Chakamatsi, you get to figure out what to do with that silage. But I'm making it for you. You're welcome. I'm putting oats in all the fields just to make you mad. And because I like oats. Yay, oats! So I am starting to see exactly what happened with Tony. And what he left me was not only seeds, but harvesting that was done improperly. I see you, Mr. Didn't do it the right way, Sinheimer. Yeah, I see you. This is just about halfway in between. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop that. We're going to pick it back up. And I'm going to come in here and we're going to set this back to 6 meters with a 3 meter offset. I think that's going to be good. Let's see. Side offset, 3 meters. That should put us right in line with where we should be, I think. Nope, that did not work. That just pushed us to the other side. Crap! 2 meter, maybe? Nope, didn't do it either. 4 meter. Yeah, you weren't ready for that, were you? 4. That's wrong as well. How did you do this, dude? It's all wrong. Maybe -3 meters? It's just popping up in the same place. This sucks. I don't know what's going on, but it's not working. And now I have to actually do this myself. I'm so unhappy. Why? Why did you do it smack dab in the middle? There's no reason for this. This is anarchy. All right, so there's a couple more things that we have to do. The big field down there needs to be fertilized, but it has been cultivated. This field we're on right now needs to be cultivated, and it needs to be seeded. The field down there also needs to be seeded. There's so much that has to be done, you have no idea. I think I covered it all. All right, so now that's done, we can go ahead and set the cultivator to run on this field. Noise. Get it to it, and go, baby, go. Now, this right here, we have done everything we need to possibly do with the straw. So I can't just get rid of this because we don't have a silo to put it in, where I would have normally done that. We could only bring one mod, and I brought one that turned straw into silage. Sorry. So, I could basically just let this hang out here for a while, but it's not going to do us any good. So, let's drop that there. Oh, it keeps opening and closing. That's interesting. Well, that's not my problem. I think the best thing to do here is probably to run another seeder or a bigger seeder. I'm not quite sure, because that cultivating is not going to take too long. Although he is not proving me right with that by any stretch of the imagination. How's about we do this? Whenever he gets down to the end, why don't we swap it out of this John Deere? That might be a better idea. There we go. We've leased this tractor. We may as well use it. And now I am going to take over the seeding. So I'm going to let the worker over there do the cultivating. So they'll be just fine with that. But I am going to run this seeder. So we shouldn't have too much more to go here. Yeah, just a little bit right there. I'm going to go grass over here in field number 2. And we may as well go ahead and sell field number 6 now, because there's no reason to keep it. Actually, you know what we could do instead? Let's take this over. I'm going to start planting grass. Oh, it's already on. Sorry. I'm going to start planting grass. Or maybe even we just let whoever's next decide what they want. You know what? I'll do that. I'll be nice. And I'll let whoever's next plant whatever they want in those fields. See, I'm not all bad, right? I will be nice and at least put some fertilizer down. But again, Senor Matze, or he's given himself a new name. Farm Sim Challenge Matze. Yeah, super catchy. Anyway, I'm giving you silage, and I guess digestate as well as a byproduct. So, I don't know, go do something with it. All right, one more swap out. Boom. So now I need this tractor for something else. So I need to get rid of that. I promise there's a good reason for it. There we go. Hire worker. And give me my tractor. So to sell this, we have a $28,512 28,000 liters. So it looks like we're making about 14,000 bucks. We need to take it somewhere. So I think what we do is we go lease a trailer that holds 28,000 liters. It just so happens that this farm tech trailer right here will legit hold 28,000 liters. I love that. It's awesome. We should have had this trailer the whole time. It's such a great trailer. Look at this trailer. The best trailer. One of the best of all trailers. One of the trailers of all time. The VIT. Yeah, the VIT. Very important trailer. Where are we taking this, and how am I not going to make up for all the money that I've spent today? Let's see. Looks like Grain Bars Terminal 1 is our best price. Ha ha. Tag. Oh, come on. It's all the way over here. Boo! Well, I'm not going to be the one to go down here. They will. Let's set that to about right here, and then face that way. Target's unreachable. Your mom's unreachable. There we go. I've set him to go to at least the road outside the sell point. Now, hopefully they actually go. There it is. Okie dokie. So I've come through here and I've actually done a little bit of extra fertilizing. This field did not sell. Oh, yeah. There's objects on it. This object, I think. Is that the only object? Objectually. There's another shed there. I don't know if it's on that area or not. It's definitely on that. Well, sorry whoever comes after. My field flipping days are now over. Where's the sell point? Oh, it's up top. I don't think I've ever used the sell point before because it was always way too far away, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing it. Can we do a tip side left? We can do a tip side left. Sweet. So this will not give us a lot of money, but what it will do is make me happy. And that's what really matters at the end of the day. Right? Right, yeah, totally. Money in the bank equals 14,586 bucks. Huh? Cedar? What's the cedar for? Don't worry about it. Let's just say I decided I actually did want to put seeds in all the fields. So I am doing my oats here. Grass is going in field 2, and Trucker Matsy gets oats and grass. Hee hee. Just a little bit of fertilizing, and Trucker Matsy's got to deal with all this by himself. There we go. That field is done, and I think I'm done. I've set Mr. Trucker Matsy up. Yay! I think we're all right. I'm going to get the fertilizer out of here, although there's really not a whole lot left. 384 liters. I'll leave it for somebody. Somebody's going to need it eventually, so yeet. There it is. Let's double check and return all the stuff that we need to return. We still have the loading wagon over here, but it's probably going to be another day or at least a few hours in game before that thing is empty. And it is still doing like some weird thing. Goodness gracious. I don't know what I did, but I think it's pretty cool. All right, let's hook up. Okay, no more capacity for straw. Of course there's no more capacity for straw. So we'll give it a little bit of time, and let's see here. Maybe get a little bit of sleepy time going on. I don't know what's going on. I literally just got out of the tractor. Whatever. I don't know what's going on, but I can't sleep. Please? I would like to go to bed now so I can fast forward time a few hours. Thank you. Just because I think leaving fertilizer and seed bags everywhere is funny. There you go. That's somebody else's problem, as most of this is. So, since I can't figure out how in the world to get anything else to do its thing, I think that's where I will call it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. And make sure you go back and watch part 1 from Tony. And stay tuned for part 3 with Trucker Matsy. Sorry. I mean, Farm Sim Challenge Matsy. Yeah. Nonetheless, big shouty outy to Tony Myth for having me be part of this series. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Have an awesome day, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? Trucker Matsy is back, and my voice is mostly back, which is absolutely awesome. We are here on Riverbend. There's so many river maps. Oh my goodness. Anyways, so we are here. We are doing the 3rd installment of Pass It On. And you might be wondering, what in the world is Pass It On? Well, this is something that Tony Myth has strummed up and kind of put together with a few of G Portal partners. So, oh, I gotta turn here. I know we've already had Tony did his video. DjGoHam did one just before me, so we have 3 episodes right as of right now. And after me, I believe we have VF, we have a 4B Gaming, we have FSG as well. Is this my turn? Yeah, I think it is. And so what it is, each creator gets to create something for the next person, and they take that something and turn it into something else or sell it or whatever. So what we are at right now, so I didn't mess with the game save at all other than moving the tractor, and I did collect a couple collectibles. I'm going to go ahead and do something with that. But what we have, Tony Myth, he did this seed, and oh, one other thing, we are allowed to add 1 mod each person. So what Tony brought in was the seed maker, and that thing looks very, very dangerous. But we have, well, 13,000 seeds. I think we should turn that off. We don't need to waste money doing that anymore. And DjGoHam has put this straw into silage, so we're gonna be sleeping a few days here because there's also a few other things that DjGoHam has left us. What else did I almost say Farmer DjGoHam? What? Oh yeah, I don't think Farmer Cop is part of this one, but anyways, it'd be funny if, oh wait, no, I think he is part of it. Never mind, I misspoke. So DjGoHam, he planted some grass over here for me. Lovely. Thank you, DjGoHam, you're so lovely. And he also planted oats. What a big shock. DjGoHam planting oats and grass on the game save. Who would have thunk that? I mean, yeah, anyways. So if you want to see what he did there, I will pin his video right here. And then if you want to see the start of it, I will pin Tony's video right about here. Now, I did know he did collect the collectible in this building over here. Now, I do believe we can sell this building after that. So I think I'm going to go ahead do that first. Because we don't need this building. I think it makes us a little bit of money. And we're all about right now making money so we can buy things and leave things. Oh, 300, we'll just leave that there. That's not that big a deal. However, one other thing I am going to do before we do the Sleepy Sleepersons, I am going to go through and I'm going to collect every single collectible on here. And if you guys are curious about where those collectibles are, I will pin that video here. Yeah, I'm pinning all the videos. There's the most pinned videos ever on a video by Trucker Matsy. But it's fine. It's totally fine. And speaking of other things, this video is also brought to you by G Portal. Great place. I use all this The only thing I use for all my servers was Ticket County, Riverview Challenge. All of that is on G Portal, and there is a link in the description below for 20% off your first server. So go ahead, use that. Buy longer. The more server you get, the more you save. So that, like, if you buy 6 months ahead of time, you get more saved by that 10% off. So great, use that, and we'll be back after I get all these things. All right, I believe we are at the last one. Congrats, all 25 parts. And look, we got some more monies. We got $512,000. That's awesome. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and sleep our first day and see if there's more straw to be put in GoHam's silly production. So we're going to go do that, and then we're going to kind of survey things and see what it is that we... Oh, wait, I need to start this up. What we have left to do... Oh, actually, it says we're supposed to lime here. Lime and rolling. I don't think we have a... Well, maybe we do have a roller. I'm not going to... If we have a roller, I'll use it. If not, I'm not going to buy one, because... I mean, I could just lease one, right? I could lease a roller. They're not that expensive. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Lease ourselves... Oh, wait, what do we got for used? Nope. I'm not used to such a small list on the used. Not going to lie. All right. I think we have... Here we go. We got... this guy and this guy. We can just lease this one. That's all we have. Standard lease. Boom, 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 boom. Sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet. All right. So, we're going to roll. We're going to lime. Roll and lime. Oh, I don't... Do we have a lime spreader? Ah! Things I'm not used to doing when I don't know what I have. All right. Oh, nope, nope. Guess we need we'll lease one of those two, because we're just going to lease it for a minute and be done with it. Yeah, it's just this one right here. We're going to do this before. There we go. We get a growth stage so we don't ruin the crop. So we do have all the settings on. So there's that. Anyways, we'll get that taken care of, and we're going to sleepy sleeps and see where we're at. All right. We are now in September. And I noticed there's weeds in our fields, right? So, and we need a weeder. I think we're going to go ahead and buy that, but we're going to need a bigger tractor. And I'm going to sell this one because, well, yeah. Anyways, so we're going to go ahead, sell this thing. Ooh, so much money we got back. But I noticed GoHam left me with a loan. So what I'm going to do is... I'm gonna double it at least. It is what it is. How much? We're gonna need money, and so there. Okay, so maybe not doubled it. I quadrupled it. Whatever. So we're gonna get ourselves a big tractor because we need things, and you know, I might just go with the regular 8R. The 8RX is just, that's just like too much, right? 357. It's the same horsepower. Tracks are cool, but no. So we're gonna get this. We're gonna get ourselves a weeder. Yay, auto power. What's... Oh, that's right. Okay. So we got this. Go ahead and buy that right here. Get ourselves a weeder, and then I need to let the dog out. Ooh, let the dogs out. I'm about to. Anyways, so this guy right here gonna take care of our weeds. Oh no! I need a tractor that has skinny tires. We'll get this figured out. Let me get her out, and then we'll be back. So I forgot we're on the first growth stage. We can just drive all over with these big fat tires. Which is good, because this is a little heavy when you try to drive around and stuff and things. So it was nice to not have to worry about slowing down on the corners, curves. Yes, the answer is yes. So we're gonna get this weeded up. One other thing we're gonna do, I am gonna go ahead and buy the small trailer house, because I tried sleeping on the main farm. I don't know if this is like a server thing or... Oh, we'll just go right across it. We'll do all fields at once. I'm surprised GoHam didn't merge these fields together, honestly. But anyways, so yeah, no. So I tried sleeping. I'm not gonna fast forward time at 360. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the sleep thing. But the house, the main house, is not letting me sleep. And I don't know multiplayer or you guys have I haven't played Riverview in the longest time. Wait, Riverbend. I played Riverview last night. What am I talking about? Anywho, gonna get this all weeded up and get on to our next potential stage here. So yeah, let's see you guys in a little while. All right, so we are in January. It is time for harvest season. We're gonna go ahead, set a worker to this and 2 other fields, I guess. And we're also gonna go ahead and grab something else real quick for the grass field over there. So we're gonna go grab that. I have plans. I have ideas. So we're gonna, like I said, set this worker here. I'm gonna set up here on the grass field in a second with some cool things. So stay tuned. Have fun, worker. All right, so I do have some things over yonder, but we're gonna go ahead at least get this dump on the go so this guy can kind of finish up this field. We'll set on the next field, and I show you what we got going on for the other field over there. Maybe slightly unnatural, but it'll be fun because we can do it base game with PC. Now, I know there are some ways that you can kind of do the same deal on console using, like, what is it, Snufflestuck? Is that one even out yet? There's a trail lifter or something like that. I know something can work with this. Ah! Harvester! Get out of me! So we got a nice trailer for oats. But anyways, let's go yonder show. All right, so what we have here, we have the Vicon Fast Bales, the mod that I requested be added. And we're going to go ahead, get that situated, get this situated as well. It takes a hot minute. We're going to make sure we got swath dropping on. Get a little close. I mean, we can mow this grass here too, but we're going to go ahead and hit Control B and everything comes on. Lovely. I wish console had keyboard support. That's all I'm saying. Then y'all could do this too. But like I said, there are some things you can do to kind of get the similar situation. But I'm not allowed to get more than one mod on here, so this is what I'm dealing with. So anyways, we're going to get to work, get this thing done, get the deal done. I also did get a windrower and a tedder, because we are also going to get some hay bales, and this is for something very specific towards the end of the video. So we're going to get this rocking and rolling. So we'll have silage. Actually, we do have, I forgot, we do got some silage also in the thing GoHam left us. So we have 110,000 liters of silage. So we're only going to do like maybe some headlands here, and the rest of this is just gonna be hay, because we're gonna make some things. And oh, we are leaving it for VF. Virtual Farmer has been confirmed as the person that's following me on this video series. So this video is coming out Saturday. Today, you guys are watching this on Saturday, about 11 o'clock. And 11 or 10, I forget. I'll have to get with Tony what time I need to set it. But anyways, so a week from this release should be when Virtual Farmer comes out. I will have a playlist here on my YouTube channel down below, or actually right here, ding, and that will have all the people and all their videos on this series, so you can just look at one spot. So that's kind of neat. Anyways, I'm gonna get this rocking and rolling. At some point I'm gonna dump the baler so that I can just mow, and I'll ted it and all that fun stuff. And then of course, oh, I got to move that harvester. Oops. Gotta get this to the next field, get that thing rocking and rolling. We're gonna have all kinds of straw over here. We're gonna get all this baled up, and then we're gonna go do our little extra that we get to leave for VF. It'll be fun. He's gonna love it. Trust me. All right, so time for the big reveal. If you had Matsy Gets Cow Barn on your bingo card, you guys won. So yeah, we got the silage here that we can use. We got the hay and the straw. All we need is the cows. So let's go ahead. Try to get a cow barn that's affordable. I really wish I would have gotten, like, well, it's fine. Let's see, overlaps. That's fine. Wait, what is that over here? That is, oh, the milk. Okay, so I gotta be a little more careful with this. Right about here or here? We'll go here. Yes, customize. Like so. I'm just doing this to get more cows. And like about here. There. Wanna put no meadow. Let's go ahead. We're gonna actually paint this all muddy. Do we not have mud? There we go, animal mud, right here. There we go. Looks a little better. Plants. Let's put a couple bushes in here. Like so. There. Now, let's get some cows, and then we'll feed them. Oh man, how many cows are we gonna get? We're gonna get obviously dairy cows. We can get 65 of them. We're gonna get 30 though. There we go. Bye. Well, now we're gonna go get some feed. All right, so this thing holds 45,000. We put about 20,000 hay, which we have some hay bales over here. I'm gonna go grab what we have over here and then some from the actual grass field. And get this thing all silaged up like so. Silage feed, whatever. Things and stuffs. Anyways, I'm gonna get this thing figured out, and we're gonna feed our cows. And sorry, Virtual. I'm super sorry, bro. Totally sorry about all this stuff I've given you. Totally sorry. All right, filling this thing up with silage, and it should convert to TMR. Here we go. Nice. And should be able to fill the whole thing up. If I did this right, I put about 45% in of hay, 1 bale of straw, and oh wait, that's it. Because we don't need mineral feed for TMR. I don't know all the facts. We might be slightly different mixture with the mineral feed. I don't know. Anyways, what does matter is the fact that we are finally able to feed our cows. And I think we'll sleep one night. Should give us some milk. Oh shoot. Okay, here we go. Right there. Right there, doing our thing. All right, so we left 10,000 liters of milk, 21,000 liters of slurry. We got all kinds of bales in here. And yeah, I think that will do it. And what won't do it is the end of this video. If you enjoyed, I hope you did. Drop a like, comment, share, all that fun stuff. And remember, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and turning on your notification bell so you never miss a future video here on the channel. See you guys later. Bye.
Hello and welcome along. This is Virtual Farmer, and today we are taking part in Pass It On. This is a video series by a whole bunch of creators. DjGoHam has been previously. Trucker Maxi went before me, and it's his mess we're going to be cleaning up today. Farmer Cops following on, 4B Gaming, and this was designed by Tony Myth, who went first. So I'll put a link to hopefully a playlist of all of this series up the top for you to have a look at. But yeah, so we are the fourth person, or the fourth set in this set to have a go. And the idea is basically we get to play around on this nice multiplayer server provided by the wonderful people at G-Portal, who we basically get to pass it on for the next set of players. Now, I've come down to here in this 7R, which was purchased last time by Trucker Maxi for us. We are gonna clear up their mess today, and I'm gonna need to do that with a piece of kit. So we need a bale stacker. We want to grab, where is it? There's somewhere up here. There we go. Transport, that's what I'm looking for. So easiest way for me to clear this up, I could get a front loader and do it that way, but to be honest, this I think we need to grab. We also need to get some money in, so we're gonna have to try and sell a few bits today as well. So let's start off with grabbing this. This is going to be 50,000. I am going to lease it because I want to keep our money down at the moment, and this is just really going to be so we can clear things up. Now, my ultimate plan on here, and we're going to be doing a few months worth of work on here, is going to be to try and make a cake. It was my birthday this week, and I really want to have a cake, so that's what we're going to do. He set us up last time with some cows, and so we've got some milk started, so we're going to need to put in a dairy and start producing some butter. We're also going to have to do some sugar beet, or I've got a better idea. We might do a crop that isn't very often done, and maybe do a bit of sugar cane. We'll have to borrow equipment to do that as well, but yeah, I think a field of sugar cane would be quite nice, and we can leave that for Farmer Cop, who is coming after us. We've got several nice bits and pieces that have been added in here, and yeah, we got lots of stuff that we want to do. I'm gonna have a clean up around the yard a little bit as well. But yeah, look at all these bales. all of these bales around here. Now there's enough feed sitting there for our cows at the moment. They are fairly well off. So what I'm going to do, I think, is see if the silage bales on here. This is a proper mix of bales he's left me. But see if these silage bales here are sellable, because we can make quite a bit of cash from silage. That just says round bale. What are these? These are actual silage bales. Fantastic. Right, let's get these silage bales collected up then, and we'll see if we can make some money off those, and get ourselves a little bit back up so we can start getting some productions in here and start making a little bit of cash. I think this is the last silage bale. Yep, we've got 11 here then. Best place for us to sell silage at the moment. 223 at the farmer's market. So we will tag that and we'll head up there. I think all the collectibles have been picked up on this series. All the, yeah, I think the loan is pretty much maxed out. There's not a huge amount that we can do to raise money other than do this. So we are going to be using the grass field fairly extensively to try and earn us some cash. That was pitiful. That was 8,000 for those bales. But back down at the field, what are these? These are hay bales, aren't they? Yeah, they are hay bales. So we've got a lot of hay on here. Yeah, doing this cleanup first is a little bit of a pain, but we're gonna have it done pretty fast. Now, is there anything actually in our fermentation silo at the moment? Let's have a look. A lot of silage. It's got a lot of silage, and it's got a lot of digestate. So we want to sell all of that actually today. Yeah, this will take pretty much everything, but I want to replace this with this. 30,000 for this will allow me to make a fair whack of money. Just finding somewhere to put this. We can remove this shed. Yes, we can put that there. We can put that there very easily. So I need somewhere. I need to find somewhere now to put bales that isn't there. I have an idea. I think maybe down the side of this. Here we go. There's some space here. We'll stick them here. Right. With those out the way, then let's spin around here. And what I want to do then is we want to have the output on that road there. Probably going to have some tree in. But there. Perfect. And now we can create a whole raft of farm production stuff on here, which is absolutely fantastic. So and we make electricity that we can automatically sell off this. I think that's perfect. I realized I already have a forage wagon on here. I won't need to hire one. That's fantastic. Right, these last remaining bales off this field, we are going to use these as a test. So let's open this up, see if it will take these. I'm hoping it will. Back they go. And unload them. Yes, it will. Fantastic. So we can get all the straw in here now as well. We'll add a bit of the grass in there in a bit too, and that will sort out all of our cow feeding. A full trailer and only 2 straw bales left. So we'll break up one with this manure fork. Will this not take? This should take straw. This does take straw. No, it is taking straw. Interestingly, it just hasn't taken them off the front. So I can load them back up onto this trailer and unload them. But yeah, it didn't take the 2 straw bales I had on the front. Interestingly. I think I've cleared up all of the bales around here. Thank you, Trucker Matsy. We're all cleared up. So let's just bring this around here. unload these, and I think we can return this. First thing I am looking to return, though, let's have a look through our vehicles. So we are going to return the fast bale. We don't need that. So that can go. I don't think we need this either. We're going to return that as well. I think the mower we've got automatically rose things up. Anything. We don't need this anymore either. So we'll return that. Kronbig M. John Deere. Yeah. And that, I think, has got everything. Oh, we could probably return this as well once we've emptied it. There we go. And we'll return that as well. Perfect. Right. So, with that all returned, I can start looking at getting these fields altered. I'm going to slot the combine down the side of the big red barn here. That'll nicely be out of the way there. And means that we can get back to the field. I'm wondering, can our little John Deere over here, will that handle the cultivator? So the 3650, that has a horsepower of 116 and the John Deere 110. Perfect. Yep. This can go and do the cultivating. We'll start cultivating the 3 fields in the middle. And this should very easily be able to go around this field. So, yeah. 4 headlands. Okay. Away you go, and we'll use the helpers a little bit here to get things going. Next up, then we're gonna get the big M going. It's got that giant grass field, and we want to make a whole load of money, so we might as well go and make some silage. Should be able to set this to swath. We'll open it up. It doesn't. It's not showing at the moment, but. Yeah, let's unfold the mower as we head down here. Yeah, work mode, swath dropping. Yeah, that's what we want. So into here. I'll get it on a nice straight bit. Yeah, that will do it. So that can head off and do some work there. Just gonna check this dropped some swaths. Actually, I can't see from in here. Yeah, nice big swath, so that's perfect. Looks like the mower has just finished. Fantastic. So yeah, we want to get all this grass collected up now. So onto here, start this up, drop that down, and start collecting this up. So we'll get this all collected. Then we'll get this into our farm production and get this working to make other things. I'm going to set a couple of things to auto sell, I think. We've got electricity and we've got methane and we've got diesel actually that will come out of this. So, oh no, actually diesel doesn't come out of this, but yeah, methane, electricity, we generate both of those. So we'll automatically sell those. Now that I got my first load of straw in, let's see what we can make. So we want to make, well, we've got a lot of hay already. What can we make with hay in here? So we can make digestate from silage. We can make electric charge from methane. We also get lime from stones. Digestate will make liquid fertilizer. What do I want? I want, oh, we can make seeds from here as well. This basically replaces all the stuff everybody else has put on this map. So we are going to activate the grass creation. We are, oh wow, we can make it from hay as well. I don't need to at the moment, so I'm going to make a silage in here, and Oh, wow. We can make TMR straight up from hay. I know, hay, silage, yeah. So we'll activate that as well and make TMR and just mix all the TMR we need for the cows. And then our trailer over there, that will just be to transport the TMR, basically, and feed the cows. And, yeah, that's what our farm production will do for us. Cultivator's finished its task. Let's move that on to the next field then. We can just pop across and do that. And then get that started on there. And this is the last of the grass into here. And get that done. Right. So with that complete, we can create pretty much everything. So the Seed Master takes liquid fertilizer and wheat and produces seeds. The Fermentation Silo Basic, that basically takes stuff in and ferments it. And then the Farm Production, that does all of that. Plus quite a bit more. So, yeah, I think that we could potentially sell both of these. I don't know how much either of them is worth, but I'm going to keep them going for now. There we are. And we'll go and put this trailer away now. And, oh yeah, that trailer there looks like it's in the way, so we need to move that out of the way. Will this fit in this side shed here? I don't know. It might. We then need to start seeding some stuff. We're going to seed some wheat, I think. Yeah, we'll seed some wheat. We'll seed some canola. And I think I might seed some sugar beet. So we'll back this up. And connect that. Refill it. Got oats at the moment. Let's switch that over to wheat. There we go. Right. And we'll get this seeded in this field over here. And again, I'm going to set a hired worker doing this one. And the reason I'm going to set a hired worker doing this one is because we want to start developing our production area over here. So let's go and find the bits we want. We are after a sugar mill. That would be quite useful. So that tips out the front there and produces out the side. Okay. So I think that could go there. So that is going to be... Wow. Overlap. Oh, we've got... Right, we need to sort this area out first. So I'm going to start by just flattening it out. Not really much to flatten out around here, but there we go. And then I want to paint it with this. As you can see where it doesn't want to actually do stuff because it's the paint is all sort of funny. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, there we are. Right, that's our area. Let's spin that rack round. Okay, so now I can put this here without too much trouble. Let's go with productions. Right down to the bottom because all of the other stuff is too expensive. So 36,000 for our sugar mill. You know what? I'm tempted to put that in this corner over. Oh, we need to have easy access. Yeah, okay. We'll put that there like that. We're going to need a flour mill and a bakery as well. Sawmill, oil mill, grape processing, grain mill. So that will produce our flour. So similar to that. I'm going to put that way around so those two can face each other like that. There we go. We're down to 6,000. I am going to have to borrow money, or I am going to have to sell those other two buildings. How much 18,000 for that, which is not enough. And 7,000. Yeah, neither of those are enough. So we are going to have to borrow some money. Now, I have a horrible feeling that Matsy maxed out the loan on here last time. Finances. No, we can borrow more. We can borrow more money. Fantastic. Right. So we're going to need at least another 70,000 on here. So that should do it. So grain mill. Grain mill is going to go in the corner over here. So like that. And then we also need a bakery. Oh, we need a dairy too. So dairy will have to go in here like this. Like so. And then the last one we need is a bakery. There we are. And that will have to go over here. And we're going to need a little bit more cash for that as well. There we are. And build me a bakery. And put that in. Ooh. Over here like B and there. Right, so nice little production area now. We've got a bakery over here. We've got it's over here. We still need to, there's one other thing we're gonna need. We're gonna need to borrow a little bit more money. Not a massive amount, and we're gonna need to put in a greenhouse as well. So we'll borrow another 5,000. And yeah, borrow 5,000. And we will then put in a small greenhouse. Factory selling points greenhouses. So I only need 13,000 to put in a small greenhouse. And that can go somewhere around here as well. Am I standing exactly where I want to put the greenhouse? Pretty much. Yeah. So greenhouse then will go on the end here. There should be perfect. So B and there. Right. There we are. So greenhouse here. That needs water. We've got a sugar mill here. So this will take sugar beet, cut sugar beet, and sugar cane. This here will, yeah. Okay, good. I think we're good. Right. That is our production area all built, ready for us to get with the cake baking. I think I'm going to need a trailer to start transporting water and milk as well. And also, I could really do with another tractor, because now both my tractors are taken up doing the farming, and I don't have anything to use. One thing I am going to need is to lease one of these. I think we don't have one at the moment. Let's just double check. No, we don't have anything. So we need to transport milk and water. So this will be perfect. So I'm going to lease that. Yes. Okay. That should be fine. And then when this tractor comes free in a moment, we'll go and use this to go and collect that up and start moving stuff about. So this tractor's coming to the end of this field, which is perfect. Right, and we're just going to come across here and disconnect that. Oh, make sure I've got the actual cultivator selected, and then that's right. And we'll go and get that tanker and see if we can't move the milk across. Here it is, our nice shiny trailer down at the shop. Let's hook this up and get this back. I think I'm going to need to distribute the milk between dairy and the bakery, if I remember correctly. Hopefully, the milk loading point is down the side here. Oh, God. Right. Let's see if we can refill this. Buffalo milk, no. Milk, 10,000 litres. Perfect. We're going to have at least a full trailer worth then. And come out the other side here. That wasn't too bad. At least I didn't have to back the dolly trailer out. So we want to put 4,000 litres of milk into the dairy, 4,000 litres into the into the bakery. I am gonna have to reverse the dolly. Think I've got it. I don't know where I'm dumping milk. I want to dump milk in here. Right. Let's dump 4,000 litres of milk in the dairy then. And bang. And then come forward here. We should be able to put 4,000 litres of milk into the bakery. Does the bakery not take milk? Oh, it takes bottled milk. Oh, fantastic. Right, that means all the milk's got to go into the dairy to be bottled before we got to both make butter and bottled milk out of it. And that dairy is famously slow. Okay, so rest of the milk into the dairy, and we'll get that started then, producing both bottled milk. So we want bottled milk, and we want butter, and we will change the output mode to distributing and to distributing, so that all of that goes straight over to the bakery. And the rest of the milk today, we're going to load it all up and we'll go and sell it, make a little bit of money. Where is the best sell point for milk? The milk is at the dairy. The further dairy is where we're going to have to sell it. My dairy actually sells it better, but we'll have to go and sell it at the other dairy, which is, oh wow, 2 kilometers away. I think what we might have to do is leave this trailer here and wait until we have a full trailer, because going 2 kilometers like that, I'd rather go and rent a little water bowser rather than try and empty this all out. So let's do that instead. Well, I said the dairy was 2 kilometers away. It's not. It's round the back of the shop. So I could have just gone and sold that there. Not a huge issue. But yeah, it is just sitting around the shop there. Never used the dairy on this map. Let's get ourselves a water bowser. 17,000. Lease that. That is, yeah, not expensive. Fine. Perfect. Yeah, all the stuff that I stopped leasing earlier, I'm now leasing stuff to get things moving. Right, back this up. Grab that. And now we can get water moved about the farm. Free water tower. And this will get our... do you know what? This will get our little a little greenhouse started really nicely, and producing some strawberries that we can then automatically get distributed. I don't know actually if I can distribute from a warehouse. Oh, sorry, from a greenhouse. So we'll have to see. But yeah, with any luck, that will work fine. Have we got anything in storage? We got 25,000 litres of oats. Now those will go into our grain mill. Why have I got 2 grain mills? That will go into my grain mill and make flour. Did I put 2 grain mills in? I put 2 grain mills in like an idiot. So let's get rid of one of those before, yeah, that one can go. Sell that, 18,000. I overspent on the grain mills. Right, that's got water in it. So we can start making strawberries. And we can change the output mode to distributing. Perfect. Right. And, yeah. Oh, can't believe I bought 2 grain mills. Never mind. Sold one of them now. We can go and get... We're going to put the oats in and start making flour from the oats. Meanwhile, the planter is finished, so we'll move that over as well. Got plenty of seed left in here. What else can we plant with this? So we can plant wheat, barley, oats, canola, long grain rice, oilseed radish, grass, peas, spinach. So I am gonna put in... Actually, I'm not. I'm going to get this tractor on the cultivator. And we'll cultivate this last field. So I want to put some canola in and maybe make some diesel with the canola. Right, so you kick that off. Now I'm going to get the oats into the flour mill. And we'll get that done. But that's quite good. That means we don't necessarily have to worry about harvesting any wheat today. What I can do is just concentrate on doing something that will get me some sugar in. And in go the oats. Right. And looking at that, oat flour, activate and change output mode to distributing. Perfect. Right, we'll put the rest of the oats in here and get them processing as well. I think I've got all of the oats in there now. Or actually, I think there might be a few left. Just, how we got? Oats. Yeah, 23,000 litres in there. We are already producing some flour. How's our bakery looking? So bakery, we've got no butter in there yet. We've got no flour in there yet. Hoping it's all going to get passed over to there as it's needed. So, yeah, that's all good. Any oats in the store? Yeah, 1,403 litres. I think that's okay. We can leave that as is. So now I have a choice to make. How are we going to make sugar? Are we going to use sugar cane or are we going to use sugar beet? So sugar cane planter, 54,000 for the planter, and a harvester is 304. Is that the only sugarcane plant? Wow. Beet harvesters are way more expensive. So, yeah. Actually, our best bet is going to be sugarcane. What's it take to plant with this? 190 horsepower. So I am going to have to use the other tractor. So let's bring this up. We will lease that. Yes. Okay. And yeah, we'll go and switch tractors so that we can get the sugarcane planter onto the more powerful one. So can I now get well, can I put, I think I can only put sugarcane into this. So we're gonna need to buy some of that. 2,000 liters. How much does that hold? 4,000. Okay, so we're gonna need 3 pallets just to get us started. Okay, buy. Yes. Okay, I'm hoping that is gonna be enough to do a single field. We will find out soon enough. Back that up. Yeah, there goes one. There goes second, and yeah, it's gonna be 2.5 basically. So if we have to refill, oh no, it's not. Oh wow, it takes 2. Okay, fine. And let's, I don't know if I have any solid fertilizer back at the farm. I think I do. So we'll head back and I think we put some solid fertilizer in with this as well. So what's that? Is that, oh, that's lime. Oh, there is some solid fertilizer there though. Don't know how much. Let's see. Is it going to be enough? It's 384 liters. I don't think we have. We might be able to create solid fertilizer over here. I don't know. Methane, electrocharge, active. Yeah, let's see if we can create solid fertilizer. We can create liquid fertilizer, but no solid fertilizer. It's the one thing that we can't create from our farm production. Seedmaster can't do it either, and neither can the fertilizer. Yeah. Okay, so I will have to buy some if I want to do more solid fertilizing on here. We'll take the smallest field, which happens to be the middle field, unfortunately. And, yes. Okay. Look at the width on this. That is, oh God, this is going to take forever. This is actually going a little bit faster than I'd expected. It is quite a lot of rows though, and I'm glad I went for the smallest field to do this in. Even if it does mean I'm splitting the other two. But we should be able to get this done and in and get a harvest of sugarcane with any luck. I'm gonna put this onto a hired worker now because I want to finish off this field myself. The hired worker on here has been acting a little bit funny, so I'm hoping I can just finish off these last couple of rows and then go and get the seeder on here. We'll get canola in this field so that, as I said, we can create some diesel. We will get other field, the sugarcane hopefully will finish off fairly quickly, so long as we don't need to go and get some fertilizer. That's the only thing that could really stop that at the moment. I think this tractor might be a little bit underpowered for this job, but yeah, we're doing all right. We're moving forward with it. Seeder's run out of sugarcane, so we're going to load it up, or the last pallet up. I've hired an electric forklift here and a tuk-tuk, so we should be able to hopefully get this back to the shop with that, or back to the farm with that. I hope. Oh, we'll see. It should take at least one pallet. Let's see. Oh, bring that into here. Try and get it to line up. Come on, you'll take one. You'll take one pallet, won't you? Yeah, you will. Perfect. So that into there. We'll park this up here, and that way if Barbacop wants to use this, he can to load stuff up. I'm going to strap this down and get this back to the farm so that we can refill our sugarcane. Right, bring this up here. Hopefully you should be able to just go and refill. Yeah, there we are. 2,000 litres in. Hired worker restarted. And get the tuk-tuk out of the way. And this is the last row of the canola being planted. That will finish this job off. Now, I want to run a weeder over all of over everything that we've planted today. That will allow us to get any weeds gone before they even get a chance to start. The one problem I've still got is that, look at that, it is still going. We've still got quite a bit of that to be planted. Let's park this in the middle, and I don't think this tractor is capable of pulling the weeder. Let's have a look. Weeder? What have we got? I think it's the Protico Road Care 160, and this tractor has not got 160 horsepower. Yeah, we need the much more powerful 7R at 305 horsepower. I ran out of sugarcane again, so we're going to need some more. All right, let's grab another one of those. Buy that. Yes. Okay. Right. if I can position this in such a way that we just lift it straight onto it. Up, forwards, down, and on. Yeah, nice and easy. It's in. It's in. Back up to the field again. Jump in. Refill that. Then, as soon as that's done, we can set this off again. I think this should be enough to get this field finished. Solid fertilizer, it's using hardly anything. Final row of sugarcane finally goes in. And the hired worker is done. So we can take over, get this out of the way. So I've got one more thing to do before we jump forward and do a harvest. And that is to go and just throw a weeder over all of these fields. So unload all of that off, and yeah, I've got to use this tractor to do it. That should not take very long. We've thankfully got the large hoe on here, and we can just go across all these fields, and then we're gonna move forwards and get some at least of this sugarcane harvested. I might leave the rest to Farmer Cop. That is just about all 3 fields weeded. Just one more row to go. Yep. And there we are. So with that all done, I think we'll move across and see if we can get some of the sugarcane harvested and get the cakes being made, which would be a great way to finish off. Move forward a couple of months and the cows need some feed. Thankfully, we should have now a fair amount of TMR sitting in the silo. If not, then we do have other options in that we've got a lot of hay and a lot of silage kicking about other places as well. But we should have some pre-mixed TMR in here, which is why we set this up. Bring it round. Oh, no, it's not this side. It's round this side here. Over here. Crops are looking good, though. Those are coming up nicely. Refill this. TMR. Oh, we've got 200,000 litres of TMR. Fantastic. Right, and we'll get all this emptied out into here, and that means the cow should keep going for a while. I forgot the eggs. We need chickens. We've got to have eggs in order to actually make a cake. So, animals. Eat chickens. Right, I think right by our house here, we could put in a little chicken hutch. Or actually, in the middle of the farm, about here-ish, maybe. Yeah, there would be perfect. Let's just swap around. I can't believe I forgot the chickens. That is awful. Let's go down there then, and we'll just get some. They should, if we can put some grain in here, produce. Let's get 30. Yeah, it's inexpensive. We just need a tractor and trailer to fill the to give them some wheat. Thankfully, I think we have a little bit of wheat in here. 500 litres. That really isn't much. Be enough to get them started, but yeah, not much more than that. Cannot believe I forgot the eggs. Let's just back this up into here and get this unloaded. At least some wheat is going to be available for harvest this year, so that will get the chickens going further. Right, and then yeah, let's move on again. How much does that give the chickens? A little bit. Hopefully that'll be enough to last until we can harvest. Sugarcane is finally ready to harvest, but we're minus 32,000. So we are going to have to borrow a whole lump of cash to get us back in the red. And no, can I not borrow anymore? I can't repay anything. Let's try that again. No, it won't let me borrow anything more. So I can't leave this like this. We are going to have to do something about it. How much milk do we have? We've got a whopping milk 19,000 liters. So yeah, we are going to have to go and transport that to the dairy and sell it, and hopefully bring in a decent amount of cash, because at the moment I can't afford to get the harvester for the sugarcane. I'm hoping that 8,000 liters of milk is going to be worth a good whack of money. Let's see. It is 9,872. We might yet get enough for this harvester. Second load of milk sold, and that might be enough actually to get the harvester. So let's have a quick look and see how much that's going to require. We come into here. Is that going to be enough? Sugarcane harvester, and not with the trailer hitch. Lease it. Yes, it is. 17,000. Perfect. Right. I want to set this heading back to the farm then. So you set destination. I want you to go to about here-ish. And we'll get the harvester back and get things started. So let's bring the harvester over here. We will unfold it. Which way does it want to put the spout? It doesn't really know at the moment. So I'm just going to start it up. Bring it to here. And then we'll put a hired worker on. Meanwhile, we'll go and grab the tractor and trailer, and we can start to get this loaded up and get the final ingredients in for the cakes. And away we go. I think this trailer might fill up quite fast. I don't know, actually. That is not doing too bad. First trailer of sugarcane is out. Perfect. We have everything we need to make a cake, I think. I don't know how much sugarcane will actually fit in this sugar processing plant. I'm thinking not a huge amount, which even the small field we have is going to be quite a lot for it. We'll have a quick look. Backs up. And tip it. There we go. That should be going in. Or not. Not. I think we overshot. Yeah, there we go. Tip it there. Right, let's have a look. So sugarcane. I'll take 36,000 liters of sugarcane. That's fine. Activate. Change output mode to distributing. And then in here, we just need the sugar and the eggs. And the eggs we'll have in no time. Can I lift up such a small pallet of eggs? No. No, I can't. I'm going to have to push them over there. I don't... Oh, no, I know what I can do. I'm hoping I can pick it up with the manure fork. Perfect. Right, seeing as we can do that, let's go put these into the bakery and get the cakes started. Only 434 liters of eggs, but that should be enough to get this going. Yeah, there we go. And let's start on the cakes. We are making cake. So there we go. We are making cake, and the sugar cane is all set up to be harvested. I think at this point I am going to pass it on to Farmer Cop. I'm really sorry to leave you with all of this sugarcane FC. Yeah, I have simply run out of time. And with that, I will see you all next time.
Welcome in, everyone. Here we are on our Pass It On series. We are going to try to take this bankrupt farm and turn it around. It's not quite fully bankrupt, but we have $3,900 in the bank, and this is what's really scary. We have $780,000 in debt, can't take any more. I have been left this farm, and now I have to try to figure out this disaster and try to... I mean, this has been so mismanaged and poorly run that we are now going to try to recover from that. A little bit about this series to give you some background. This is our Pass It On series. I'm on a server. This server is... a lot of us have played on it, and by I mean a lot of us, a lot of different content creators. It started with Tony Myth, then it went to DjGoHam, then after that, I believe it went to Trucker Matsy, and then it went to Virtual Farmer, and now me, and then it's going to move on to 4B Gaming after this, and the Farm Sim guy. I apologize if I missed anyone, but I'm pretty sure that's everyone, and then we may actually go backwards in that, and then go do all of them again, but in reverse order. So, basically, everyone has to deal with what the person left them before, and Virtual Farmer has been so kind to leave us quite a few disasters. One, he started harvesting this sugarcane. Started harvesting it. And being very... He just started it. This is what he's done. We have a harvester over here we own. We have this. This is what he's got going on. And he just wants me to now deal with all his problems. And this is it. He also left us some cake, maybe. And also here, this is hilarious. I watched his video and started watching this. He did... He originally started the rice flour one, I thought, as well, but we don't have any... We have flour. What are we missing here? Sugar? Yeah, because he's trying to make sugar. This is just a disaster. Every bit of this farm is a mismanaged disaster. This is distributing, so we're out of ingredients for sugar. They should be making us some cake, which is great. We have seeds here. We don't need anything else out of here. I don't know if we can take those out, but basically, I'm going to try to turn this farm around. And 4B, you are welcome. I really wanted to screw you over, but I don't think I have the ability to. There's just no money on this farm. We are going to try to take this farm and turn it around, and we're going to see if we can actually accomplish that. So, yeah, I honestly do not know if we're going to be able to do that. Let's take a look at what we own for vehicles. Like, I just want to know which ones are leased and which ones are not. Oh my gosh, so many things are leased. The ape and this. All right, this, gone. We're returning that immediately. Get that out of here. And also, each one of us gets to add one mod into this game as we go. So here's the mods that have been added. Well, there's a couple other buildings that have been added, but I added this in because, guess what, Virtual Farmer? You thought you were screwing me over with the sugarcane. You're not. I'm going to get enough money that we can actually afford a forage harvester and harvest it quickly. This thing we'll hold on to for now. The manure fork we own, so we're not going to worry about that. Is this our... How come it won't show me what that is? It's being super weird right now. That is not that. Come on. I'm pretty sure that's the sugarcane harvester, which, by the way, yeah, it is. Okay. I don't know why it wouldn't show up on there. We own that trailer. This is leased. We already planted everything, and everything's out of it. I remember he removed everything out of it. This is leased, which is dumb. Why did we lease that? Let's get rid of it. I've had enough of leased items. This forklift is a waste of money. Get rid of that. This crone is leased. We've leased this? Get this out of my shop. Get this out of here. This trailer's leased? Why? Well, actually, I might need that one for something. We'll hold on to that. We own the harvester. We should have sold the header trailer. It's not going to be much more if we sell it to the shop, so I'm going to sell that off. We don't need that garbage. We're leasing this stupid thing. Oh my good gravy. This is a nightmare. I have a plan. I have a plan. That, we'll hold on to that. We own the weeder, I guess. And we're renting this forage mixer, which we have cows as well, that we have to... And chickens, we have a disaster brewing. That is what is happening. Gosh, the cows are fed. They're producing milk, to be fair, and they'll produce more cows. So we'll hold on to the cows, because one of the things we have is a crap ton of TMR in here. We have 110,000 liters. But we made it. We don't need the TMR mixer. That's a good point, actually. Where is the mixer at? This do we own this tractor? I think we do. I'm pretty sure we own this outright. Let's take a look at our vehicles again. This John Deere 7R. We do own this outright. All right, so we'll hold on to this. There's definitely better tractors out there, but we'll hold on to this for now. Where is this TMR mixer? It's got to be near the cows. Let's go over where the cows are at. This is just a disaster of mismanaged, poor managed farms, and we're gonna turn it around. I don't know what they were thinking when they it's a disaster. There's no other way to put it. All right, where is this yeah, it's in there as I suspected. And also, Virtual Farmer sold our MT Challenger tractor. I don't know why. Probably because he needed more money, but yeah, this farm is just absolutely a disastrous train wreck, bankrupt mess. And I feel like I am like an auditor that's come in to turn it around. All right, TMR, this mixer's got to go. We just got to hear it. We have TMR in it, and I don't want to waste that. I'm going to see if I can put it back in here to store it for now. And if not, we'll figure that out. Ugh, it's not accepted here. All right. Well, it's going to turn over the next day, so we'll hold on to it for now. And, yeah, is crop destruction on? Oh, it is. Oh, gosh. Well, there goes some of our crops right there. First off, too, we do have some stuff ready to harvest. Looks like we have canola's almost ready, and we have wheat in that field, and we have grass down here, so we do need something to harvest grass. I don't want to replant it. The grass is going to make us some good money, actually. Unfortunately, it's ready to harvest, and someone didn't fertilize it, and these two fields are not fertilized at all. I feel like, does Virtual Farmer even know how to play this game? That was definitely a stab at Virtual Farmer, and I hope he took it personally. No, I'm just kidding. Virtual Farmer's awesome. But anyhow, I don't like any bit of this disaster that we have. What is happening here? All right, let's just drop this off again. All right, now that I've complained for the first 6 minutes, I've got some plans of how we're going to fix this. We're going to turn this place around. We don't have any way to spread fertilizer as part of the problem, but what we can do, I'm going to turn this off. Let's get... Oh, I sold the header trailer, and of course the header's back there. That's going to be tricky to get out. We may have to reset that. I didn't think about that. I should have probably checked that first. That one's on me. I'll take responsibility for that. I came in very aggressively clearing house here, so, and we don't have super strength or anything like that. The mod I added is what I get as extra. So let's dump that trailer off. I'm going to try to push this thing out, which maybe I can, maybe I can't. We'll see how it goes. I've got some faith in me, but not a lot of faith in me right now. I definitely have faith that I can run this farm better than any of the previous people. Actually, DJ was quite nice when he ran it, so was Tony Miff. Tony Miff and them, they gave some helpful stuff to make this better. All right, this isn't going to work. We're going to reset that before I just get it more stuck. So it'll be back up over at the shop. So I'm going to go, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to do a little break in here. I'm going to go pick that up, bring it over here. I'm going to harvest this field, and I'll bring you guys back in when it's time to harvest this one. And this field, let's go visit it. Is it like fully harvestable? I think this is fully grown. We need to also get... Well, we can't afford a fertilizer spreader, so actually we're not going to worry about that. We need to make a little bit of money first. We're not going to worry about the sugarcane right now. We'll deal with that in a bit. Okay. I'm going to go get that header, bring it up here. I'm going to get that harvested. We'll get the straw off of that because we do have a production... is it this thing? It is this one. That takes straw and turns it into silage, which is great. So we have some silage here to sell. Let's take a look at that here. Silage. Where's silage at here? Silage is a product. And there it is. Okay. Yeah, it's always a good price for it. We're not going to be able to haul a lot at a time, but we'll get that figured out. So I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to sell off that silage, and I'll bring you guys back in. All right, I just want to bring you guys in for a quick update. We got one load off the harvester so far. I used the TMR mixer to move silage from here to sell it, and I moved 45,000 liters of straw from this guy. Well, let's just go into flight mode here. So this guy over here had 45,000, well, had over 100,000 liters of straw, so I took 45,000, put them over here, so there's still stuff in here to make TMR, still straw in there, and now that is going to be turning to silage over here, which we can sell. I've sold all the silage out of this. That 45,000 liters of straw that's in here is going to be silage, and I'll sell that off, and that shouldn't be done before midnight tonight, so I'll be able to sell that off, and then I can sell off, or just, return this TMR mixer. We have a trailer here. I want to get a bigger trailer, so we will get a bigger trailer that we can use for feeding and moving stuff around and doing all that sort of thing. We don't need a mixer because this is going to mix stuff for us. Once this guy is done here, we'll take care of that wheat. I just fed the chickens over here to make sure they were full on wheat. Everything over here is going well. I accidentally spawned some strawberries. I was changing that over to selling because there's a lot of strawberries in there. I also set it to make some lettuce so we can sell some lettuce. We will make some cake because, well, we're going to try to get a full pallet of cake. Hopefully that sells pretty good for us. One thing I am going to do, we have a silo here. There's nothing in it right now. We're going to sell it off for $40,000. I do think we need a silo, though. So what we're going to do is buy this silo for $20,000, because I doubt we're going to need more than 75,000 liters of space. So we're just going to put this guy down, and I think that's just going to make our lives a little bit cheaper and easier, and that's going to be a quick, easy way to make 20 grand and still have a silo. So I'm pretty happy with how that's going to work out. Also, we don't need this. This is stupid to have. We're going to sell that off. We don't need a farmhouse over here. We have one literally over here. And this one you can't sell off. Now, if I could sell it off, I would have sold this one and kept the cheaper one. But we can't sell it off. Can we sell that? Nope, can't sell that. This barn, unfortunately, I hate to say it, 47 grand. We are in desperate need of money. We're getting rid of it. We don't need something there. It's gone. Gone, gone, gone. Fuel, we can go buy it at... There's no fuel in it right now. We can go buy fuel at the gas station if we need it. I'm going to leave the cow barn, because the cow barn, we're only going to get half of that back. Well, we're going to get that back, which is half of what was paid for. It's stupidly expensive, but we'll leave it alone for now. This is making products for us. I sold 90,000 liters of TMR out of here. We'll have plenty of ingredients from our grass field and our straw to keep making more TMR, so that way we actually got a little bit of income from that. We'll keep this here for the water. We don't need this little shed. It's gone. I also sold, there was a shed down here. I sold that. Trucker Batsy actually already went through the map and got all the collectibles off, because that was one thing I was thinking about. I'm going to try to empty this out. There's some liquid fertilizer in there. I don't think, actually, there might be some seeds in there still. I mean, this doesn't look great. I probably should have placed that silo a little bit better. I probably could have placed it a little bit better. Could have maybe put it back a little bit more, but it's okay. It's totally fine. We're not going to worry about it right now. But now we can store stuff in here. That saved us some money. We're trying to be smart with our money. I need to make a big purchase tomorrow in game. But the big purchase is going to be actually something that's really useful long-term for the farm, and I'm not going to lease it because I don't want to. I'm going to try to avoid leasing it. So we also need to get a fertilizer spreader. We need to actually buy one, so we have one for the farm. So there's stuff that's got to happen. But let's see, what does that have in storage right now? Seedmaster has some seeds in it. We're not going to get rid of, well, we have a lot of seeds out here, to be completely honest. I don't want to get rid of all of those seeds, however... I'm going to see if I can, we're going to sell some of them off. I'm going to take 8,000 out of here and see if I can't put those in my grain silo to keep. Nope, that didn't work. Got to get a little closer. Because there's a place you can sell seeds on the map. So if I take seeds out of here, if I take just 8,000 of those, that'll be more than anyone's ever going to need. Honestly, we're taking 4,000. We'll sell the rest. Well, actually, well... Let's take a little bit more. I just want to have one full load in here. So what do we have left for seeds? We have 8,800, so there's definitely 7,944. Perfect. So these are the seeds we're going to hold on to. I'll put them on our storage. All of those hay bales right there, I'm going to try to get those over into that factory right there as well. That's my next plan for that. We're going to put this in this silo. If this takes seeds, we'll take all those seed bags that are everywhere, and we can, you know, get them put in this trailer and then put in the silo. Is it not going to take seeds? Seeds are not accepted there. That is not helpful. I thought standard silos did that, but of course I am wrong. Okay, so on that note, we have enough seeds right now. We are selling all of our seeds off because we're getting rid of that factory. We do not need it anymore. We have plenty of seeds right around here. I mean, there's 4,000 sitting there. That's more than enough to plant all these fields with normal crops for a long period of time. Honestly, yeah, we're not going to need seeds. We just need the money more than anything else right now. So let's load up some more seeds. Okay. And let's take a look at where we can sell these seeds off. So, seeds, farmers markets, or Goldcrest Valley. We'll take them over to the farmers market so I don't have to rent the train. That'll be fine there. And then liquid fertilizer is the other thing that we have in the seed silo that I want to see if we can sell. Let's see. Liquid fertilizer. There's no place to sell that. So, that's a slight problem. How much liquid fertilizer do we have in this bad boy? We have 7,876 liters. Let's look at how we can maybe potentially use that. It uses very little liquid fertilizer to make seeds. And this is, well, 10 to 1 to make seeds. Maybe actually, I didn't know this was, I thought it was going to be 1 to 1. This actually is a pretty profitable production. We might take our wheat actually and put it in here and make some seeds. How many seeds? 18,000. So it goes through a lot of, it makes the seeds pretty quick. It's not going to use very much of that liquid fertilizer. Whoever bought that put way too much in. But what that does mean is we can buy... I really wanted to get... For fertilization, I really didn't want to get a sprayer. But $30,000 for a cheap sprayer, 24 meters. 5,000 less, to go with that. We could obviously go with that, but that's ridiculous. 5,000 less to go with that. I think we also have to deal with lime, though, on our fields. So this one might be a better play just to have it for both. Gosh, it's tricky. Okay. We could also... I mean, how much is this to lease this? I hate leasing, but if we can, well, $1,500. I mean, that's better than wasting that liquid fertilizer. So if we could, well, we actually could. I'm wondering if I could just pull it out of there. I could use this to pull it out of there. We could lease this, do fertilization with it, and then we could dump it out in pallets and then sell the seed off. But for now, I'm actually going to put. Let's take a look at our chickens real quick again. I've got some plans, a lot of ideas here. Our chickens have plenty of feed. I want to see how much feed they eat over the course of the day. There's only 30 of them, actually. They're not going to eat a lot of feed. Our silo has how much wheat in it right now? We also have some slurry and stuff we can sell off or use as fertilizer. That's another option, too. We can sell all that off. Farm production, liquid manure. Yeah, that's over at the animal dealer. So, and that we can, yeah. So we could sell some of that stuff off, too. We have the ability to do that. We just kind of got to liquidate a lot of the stuff that we don't need. So yeah, we'll leave that in there to feed the chickens. That'll be a good little reserve there. We'll put the rest of the wheat in here. We're going to sell this off. Put the rest of the wheat in the seed factory to make seeds. We have some seeds out here to do what we need to do with them. And that's the other thing too, actually, we could load the seeds up if we wanted to save some. Maybe actually we'll do that, because it will be good to have some seeds. I can load them into here and then put them out as pallets because we have a seeder. So you just got to be creative. Let's unload that. We can grab some seeds out of there. We'll grab, well, if we're gonna actually make more seeds, I don't know why I'm bothering doing that. That's a stupid thing right now to do. We can save some later. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna sell these seeds in a second off camera. Our harvester's almost full. I'll drive him over here, unload him. He actually might be done. Yeah, he's done. So he doesn't have very many more, but we'll take this and turn it into seeds, because seeds sell for like the same price as wheat does, but it's a 10 to 15 ratio, and we already have the liquid fertilizer there. So we might as well make some seeds out of it and go from there. The canola, we might just sell it as a cash crop. I don't know what to do with it, to be honest. I mean, I know we can make stuff out of it. There's no oil needed there, no oil there. This, what can this do with, this have canola in it? What does this do with canola? Makes pig food, I bet. Yeah, we don't, no, that's not, there's no canola there. Oh, there we go. Use that. Oh, it also makes diesel, I believe, but I'm not making diesel. No canola, yeah, this, no, okay. It's just wheat only. Yeah, all right, so the canola is going to be sold off just as a cash crop, basically. But yeah, so we're making progress. I don't know how long this is going to be. It's going to be probably a little bit longer of a video because we're making progress. But I do want to mention one thing as we're getting going here unloading this. I want to mention the sponsor of this video and this whole series, which is the one and only G-Portal. So make sure you check them out. There's a link down below in the description. If you check that link out, you will get 10% off your server, and that's a farming simulator server or any type of server that you're after for any other game. And they are super awesome. The servers themselves are high quality. You're not going to regret having a G-Portal server, and for what they are, they're the best bang for your buck out there. So, I mean, they're a great company to work with. That's why I enjoy working with them. I've had offers that are, you know, from other companies and stuff like that, and I won't take them because, well, I'm loyal to G-Portal for a reason. We're playing on a G-Portal server here. You're not going to have as many issues. It's cheap to add lots of extra mod space and to play with all your friends. It is a great deal. So make sure you check that out, and I want to say a big thank you to them for sponsoring this series, as everyone in this series is a G-Portal partner. So big shout out to G-Portal. They are awesome, but there you guys go. Okay, so now that I mentioned G-Portal, we're rocking and rolling. I'm going to do some work, and I'm going to see you guys tomorrow in game. All right, it is December. I've made some progress, some good progress. A lot of things happened. Well, one, I bought a new trailer, which is somewhere. Might be over here. Where did I set that thing? Where did I set it down? Oh, right over there. You can see the tanker over there. So I returned our leased one, bought a new one. Easy peasy. We also got a new tractor. I sold our nice John Deere for $250,000 and bought this guy, which has 70 less horsepower, but still is plenty for what we need. And this one's only $90,000. So that made up some money there. I also sold the canola we got off our field. The liquid fertilizer in this thing is unable to come out of here, so I did lease a sprayer, bring it down here, and to no avail, I got it out. So, actually, is this thing running right now? How come I can't get in there? It's not. Okay, yeah. So we're just going to try to get some more wheat going. We harvested wheat on there, put it through there already, sold the seeds. I had planted wheat over here, but what I did is I bought this guy right here, new fertilizer spreader. And so since we're cultivating, because we don't have a direct drill seeder, what I did over here is I fertilized, cultivated, and then seeded, and I upgraded our seeder, which the seeder we have is this one right here, which can fertilize, but it's a $5,000 extra attachment. So I upgraded it so I could also fertilize on here. So this field is fully fertilized. Already has a yield bonus of 87. It says needs rolling, and weeds are growing. So we'll deal with the weeds as they grow up, and we'll be good to go there. And we have the equipment for that, which is great. Yeah, so that's all good. That's pretty much what I did. I did a lot of contracts and stuff off camera to make some money back. You can see our money is really far up. We have 900,000. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did up the loan a little bit, and I might wonder, how did you up the loan? I wouldn't let Virtual Farmer put any more out. Well, I've got my secrets, and I'll leave it at that. So we have the loan up. We're gonna pay off. I want the loan to be less than what we started with. It started off with a $780,000 loan. I want to get it below that. But first, we have to buy some stuff. So, we are going to buy this. The reason we're going to buy this is we can use this to do several things on the farm. We can use it using one of these headers to pick up the straw off the field. It should work. It doesn't have straw down there, but it has the straw swath, so I'm assuming it's going to work. We can also use a mower to mow our grass, so we can get our grass, and then we can make it into hay or silage using our production, so we don't need anything else for that. And with my new mod, we can harvest our sugarcane. So it doesn't make sense not to do that. So let's go ahead and purchase that. And then we're going to purchase the forage chart, which this is plenty good for us. The only thing I'm going to change on here is I want the long pipe. Oh, we do need a trailer as well. But let's go ahead and, yeah, we're going to purchase that. It's a lot of money, but it's honestly going to be worth it. And we're going to purchase, this one's the cheapest, which I know it's not what we have, but, well, maybe we'll get this one just because it'll maybe go a little bit. Oh, we can change the brand. We have Fent, so we can do that. We'll do a Fent branded one there. I guess that's just kind of what it attaches to. So I guess, yeah, it says attacher type. Never mind, it's not really branded, but okay. And then finally, this one should work on our equipment as well. This will allow us to mow. It's just a little bit wider than the other one for not that much more. So we're going to buy that. That's all the equipment we need. Now we need to get a trailer that's going to hook up to those various things using like a pin hitch style hookup. And I don't want one of these because I also want this to be good for like bulk hauling of things. Well, I mean, honestly, that's not a super big requirement. That one might be perfect though. That's got a, well, that's not a pin hitch. I'm worried that that's not gonna, how much is the lease cost? I'm nervous if I buy it, it's not gonna work. That's what I'm nervous about. These guys should work fine. I think. That's not a pin hitch though. I don't know. That's the only thing I'm worried about, is I want to make sure it works. We do have our small trailer still, so I guess for hauling wheat and putting that away. I mean, what else are we going to haul, I guess? We're moving wheat around and seeds around. It'd be nice to sell seeds in a larger quantity, I guess. So, that's the biggest one, 52,000. That one can go up to 44.5. I think we're just going to, we're not going to put the extension on it yet, because 40 to get up to 45 is not too much. This is a pretty reasonable trailer. Let's lease that. I'm just going to see if it'll hook up. And then we'll return it and buy it. That's the only thing I'm concerned about, is if it'll actually hook up to this thing. Put our pipe out. Please hook up. Oh, thank goodness, it'll hook up. All right, so if that's the case, we're going to go to our vehicles, and we should have one lease trailer, which I know, but hey, we spent just under $4,000 to make sure it was safe. That is the best way to go about business here. So yeah, again, for a little bit more capacity, for like 8,000 more liters, I'm not even quite 8,000 more liters, I could spend 60,000 more, and I just don't think that's worth it. So this one with the extension, that's pretty good deal right there. Let's buy that guy. Now we have a big trailer, and I know it'll hook up to us, or hook up for us. So let's go ahead and I'm going to get, we're going to do the sugarcane first. The other stuff I can do off camera. I'm going to mow the grass, get that taken care of off camera, then fertilize the grass field. because no one seems to do that. And actually, our fields are actually being taken care of. The one problem we're going to have... Oh, gosh, nope. Okay, good. Everything hooked up. I was like, no, it's not working. The one problem we're going to have is the cake. Darn it. This is darn it to Virtual Farmer. What he's left behind is the cake for me. I have to do something with the cake, which is going to be sell it. Unfortunately, if it has all the ingredients, cake, it makes cake in this little factory at 100 liters per month. So that means it takes 10 months to get that cake done. And I also found out why there was actually a house placed down on the farm. The other house wouldn't let me sleep through the night, so I don't know why that's the case. But it doesn't really matter. I just fast forwarded time. I mean, even fast forwarding time at 360, like, all right, yep, it's not really a big deal. So I'm not too worried about it. I still think that was a better financial decision. Now the sugar cane, some of that's going to get made into sugar. I'm going to top out our sugar setup, our sugar factory. I'm going to get that completely maxed out, and then we're going to haul the rest of it. Ooh, silage additive. I should have got silage additive in here. Well, we have to go back and pick up the other headers anyway. So I'll get silage additive for it, so that when we do the silage, or the grass, it should give us a little bit more. Actually, I'm curious, is it going to pick it? It might pick it up as chaff. That might be a problem, actually. It might pick it up as chaff. I didn't think about that. That's my bad. That's my bad. But, obviously, we can make it into silage, no problem. But, you know, honestly, actually, I'm not going to lie. Hay and silage are both 80%. I really don't care if we run out of TMR. I'm just going to feed them. I think they'll be fine with silage. And if someone really cares that much, they can do something else about it. So if he gives us chaff, yeah, I don't care. So that's that's how I feel about that. And the reason I bought the sugarcane header, because I know some of you might question me on that, the reason I bought it is because sugarcane grows back. So whoever's next on here is going to need this to harvest the sugarcane again. And it shouldn't be a big deal because, well, obviously we have this massive header and it should be pretty straightforward now. So this is just going to save a lot of people a lot of time. And I think Virtual Farmer thought I was going to sit out here and harvest this like a loser with the base game harvester, but that's not what's going to happen. We're going to use this beautiful modded harvester, even at 5 miles an hour, to absolutely rip through the sugarcane here. I mean, this is way better than the other setup that Virtual Farmer had for me. So I'm not worried about it. I think I'm going to do this, end up doing this one myself, and I'll put it on steering assist. I might have to go back and pick up a couple areas that I missed, but that's no big deal. We're going to get quite a bit off of here. And then once I pick up the straw off of that field right there, I can then plant. I think I'm just going to do another round of wheat, because honestly, as long as I'm going to have to wait for that cake to grow, I'm going to be on this farm for a while trying to deal with that cake. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to leave behind for 4B to deal with, but I've got a good idea of something just kind of to mess with him a little bit. So, yeah, I don't know. I might take a Virtual Farmer approach to this just to kind of really screw with 4B. And I think that might be kind of fun. But I do want to recover some of the debt that this farm had, and I want to make this farm a little bit more successful. But now that we own this and we don't really have anything leased, well, actually we have nothing leased right now, that's perfect, and we're heading in the right direction. And that small trailer is perfect for moving TMR over to the cows in 8,000 liter increments. It's absolutely perfect. So there's really, everything's just kind of going to plan, you know? And this is actually, I think, taking care of the weeds as it goes. Well, maybe it was there when it was actually working, but still. Already got 22,000 liters here. Again, we're going to get quite a bit off of even this small little field. Let's see if I can't. It should be able to swing over there and get there. There we go. I'll come back through and pick up anything that is missed. But, yeah, so the cows are doing good. They're going to reproduce tomorrow as well, which is going to give us 60 cows. I'm not too bothered by that. We're producing plenty of silage to be able to feed them. And, well, what we can do with that is we're making enough milk from those guys that, yeah, I'm totally good with getting some more cows going. And the milk we can sell off, because, I mean, our dairies, we don't have a good enough dairy to keep up with actual production. But the milk itself is worth a decent amount of money. So the cows are definitely making money. As much as I don't know if that was the best idea this early on in this in this farm's career, if you will, they are going to make some good money. But anyhow, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing here. I'm going to get everything picked up, mowed, taken care of, and I will bring you guys back in. Honestly, I'm not sure when. We've already gone pretty far in this episode in terms of time. But what I would like to do is obviously the goal here is we have to get the cake done. So I might just bring you guys back in when it's time to actually finish out and get the cake done. So I'm just going to harvest the sugarcane. I'm going to harvest the grass, keep harvesting the grass as needed, harvest the wheat again, hopefully make some seeds, make some money off of that, do some contracts, that sort of stuff. And I'll bring you guys back in a bit. My goodness, everyone. It has been a hot minute. Good Lord, we finally have a pallet of cake. I harvested all of our wheat as well. I left the straw in the field. That'll be 4B's problem. The sugarcane's ready to harvest, just came ready, so that'll be 4B's problem as well. But we're going to sell off these seeds because we should. Should get our money up quite a bit there. So also that header I tried to use the forage wagon or the forage harvester to pick up the straw. It didn't work, so I just sold it, and then with the money I sold it for, I bought the cheap forage wagon, so that's been perfect. I also bought us a slurry tank to move stuff around, because I learned if you take your slurry from your cows, and I put it in here, I can make digestate, methane straw, and electric charge out of it, and I can sell those things, which it's done working right now. But yeah, so that was kind of nice. We used a little bit more of the liquid fertilizer here, but not a lot more of it, so yeah. But it's doing good. Tony Miff doesn't know how to do math because he didn't look at the recipe. I'm just messing with you, Tony. You're good, brother. I'm just giving a hard time. And we have a sawmill now. I'm going to change those back from selling. I produced some pallets already of some of these. Let's change these all to storing. That's what I want to leave for 4B. We have so much wood. We have so much. If we go back down to the farm here, we have so much wood around this farm. This is our slurry tank I used. I bought this one, by the way. Let me just justify this real quick to you guys. If we go take a look in here, for like slurry transport, this one, 42,000, a little bit more than that one. This one only holds 15,000 liters. This holds 65,000. It's not designed to be a tanker to move it around, but it works for it. So anyhow, got that. But yeah, I also got the little winch. It's over there, because you can get that for 8,500 bucks and get this for 36,000. And there's a ton of trees on Riverbend Springs, especially on the starting farm. So that'll be good. Got that set up for 4B to use and do whatever he wants to do with it. I also sold all of our stupid factories off. And I mean, by stupid factories, I mean pretty much everything that Virtual Farmer placed down. We shouldn't be making cake. We shouldn't be making cake. We have one pallet of cake over here to sell. I figured I'd keep you guys in for that. Let's get in. Nope, I turned off the engine. Go figure. Let's get in this guy. Yeah, we'll do this. Let's go grab. I bought. Where's my pallet mover? Oh, it's up over there, isn't it? Yeah. So if you don't want to pay for like a front loader and all that sort of stuff, you can go into the store and then under, which I'm just pulling out all the stuff that I've learned over farms. And this guy right here moved pallets. So everything we have on the farm is owned. None of it is leased. I almost said, I was trying to say rented, and then I was also thinking leased in my head, so then it came out lented. Well, none of it is lented, that's for sure, or leased or rented, none of the above. So we're gonna use this. It's actually pretty easy to use, works pretty well. 1,000 liters of cake. It's not gonna be, oh, this is not where the, it's over there. I want to go over there. It's not gonna be a crazy amount of cash, that's for sure. 4B, you're welcome. I thought of plans to hose you, but I decided to be a little bit nice. And I'll show you the recovery that this farm is in. Yes, I didn't get to my financial goals, but we're pretty close. I mean, every hour with the stuff from the sawmill selling and the stuff from the greenhouse selling and our electric charge and stuff and silage and things like that. I mean, we're making like 20, 30 grand a day, which is great. So this farm's in great financial shape for 4B. It's starting to head back in the right direction. So that's good. There we go. $7,200. That was depressing. Did we just sell it at like the worst time for cake? Is that what we just did? Like, what is going on up here with this cake? No, we sold it at a decent time. What in the... That was a good price for cake? Oh, I think I'm thinking of clothes, which are worth like $30,000 a pallet. Not quite, but you get what I'm saying. Anyhow, everything we own is outright owned. So we own this. It's all set up. We own a nice trailer. Everything is good to go. Everything is owned. So let's take a look at the actual financial situation. We're down to $900,000. I could take this $77,000 and pay off another $50,000 or so, but I'm going to leave 4B some money in the bank. We started off at negative 780, but at the end of the day, even though we had negative 780, we didn't own a lot of assets out here, so I bought a bunch of new assets and things that we need for the farm. If the farm keeps going in the direction it's going right now, we will make the money back no problem. 4B has a chance to really kind of turn this around and make some good money. So 4B, I wish you luck. What I will say is I also bought a fertilizer spreader and everything for you. This is ready to harvest. These two, pick the straw up. You can make them into silage, the straw into silage, and then you can do whatever you want with it. The grass over here is ready to harvest. I've been taking care of the fields. They are, let's get rid of the weeds there. They're fully fertilized. This one needs lime, though, to be fair, but those ones actually need lime now, too. They didn't need lime before. They definitely do now. So anyhow, I've been fertilizing things and taking care of things, so I think I've put probably 8 hours into this stupid server to get all this fixed from the disasters of people before me. So I feel like I've done my fair share of the work. I did contracts, everything I could do to turn this farm around. And I think this farm, even though it is technically speaking on paper, looks like it's in more debt than we started. We have actually, if we sold all the stuff that I bought off, we would have maybe $200,000 or $300,000 in debt, maybe. So we definitely made back some of the money for sure. We just need some of this equipment to keep making that money. So if we keep doing silage, things like that, everything's going to be great. So 4B, I pass it on to you. This is in perfect condition for you. Do what you will with the wood. Even if you only sell it, I think you'll make some good money off it. But this is what I'm leaving. You have to find something to do with some of this wood that I've manufactured for you. So there you go, 4B. If the rest of you guys, if you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos that may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you for coming and joining us, and thank you again to G-Portal for sponsoring this series.
Well, I just loaded in to the Pass It On server. Farmer Cop was before me, and I think FSG is next. And I know that everybody is expecting 4B to be 4B and give everybody a big, giant cactus. And well, I think I'm just gonna give Farmer Cop a big, giant cactus. And you know what? I'm gonna fix this farm with one mod and with maximizing the mods that we have here, or the productions that we have here. I just got one mod. That's it. And I know for a fact I can fix this whole entire farm. Yeah. Let's get right on into it. Actually, let's actually look around. We have the farm production. We have seed production. I have to do something with the wood. That's fine. I can do that. We have chickens. We have cattle. We have this for moving slurry. All right, okay. I know what we're missing a tractor. Where is... Really? Really, FC? Really? I guess my first plan of action is to, you know, do what Farmer Cop couldn't. And I'll drive this thing back. Well, this is a first. Huh. Well, I don't know why we have two of these, so let's make 800 bucks. And you know what? Just because you wanted me to do this, FC, I will do a little bit of logging. Okay, we're gonna get this knocked out right here in the beginning. Okay, we have that hooked up. Come on. Come on, little feller. Oh! Come on. I know you're a John Deere, but you can do it. I have faith. I had faith. Goodness. Come on! Alright, well, quit shifting gears, you dingus! Alright, we're almost there. I'm gonna definitely use the Deutz from here on out. Oh, it's too big. For once in my life, the wood's too big. Alright, that'll be fine. So, let's get this. Nope. What button is that again? Why? There we go. Okay. That is there. We're using it. We'll sell those off here in a little bit. But, first things first. I am going to go take care of all of this sugarcane. I don't even know if we have a production for it. Do we even have a production for sugar? We don't even have a sugar production. Are you kidding me? What is the point of having this? Like, seriously. Why? Is this okay? This doesn't even take sugar cane. Okay. Yep. Nope. Not doing it. Okay. That removes that. All right. I'm gonna go look at all of the settings, and I'm gonna make a attack plan. Be right back. So I'm sitting here looking at this. 3, 4, and 5 need lime. That's fine. We can come in here. We can cultivate the sugarcane under. I think that should take it away. Yeah, get rid of it. Then we can lime it. I mean, I could harvest it, but I don't. All right, if we harvest it, what are we going to get for it? What are we going to get for it? Where is... Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm over here. Sugarcane. We're not going to get squat. Okay, yeah, no, we're not even going to worry about harvesting it. So, we're going to till up the sugarcane. Shouldn't take us too long at all. And then we will commence to working on my plan. But first, I need to come over here and get this farm production set up. Now, we're going to come over here. We're going to activate the electric charge. Where is it? Where is slurry, 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 slurry? Okay. So, we're going to come in here and where are you? Where are you? Okay, we're going to make digestate out of slurry. That is, because I believe we have slurry. Yes, we have 29,000 liters of slurry. Okay. So we'll come in here. We'll make digestate out of the slurry, which will give us 180 digestate. And then we can take that digest. And we're mainly doing this right now, so that way we can get the methane. Because then the methane will come over here to the electric charge, and that'll start generating electric charge. That'll give us a decent, starting point for making some money. I gotta figure out what else can I do with that digestate? What else can I do with that digestate? I don't think there's really much else I can do with the digestate other than selling it. So we may just sell it all. I wonder if whenever we get towards the end, now if we set that up to sell, that'll sell all the methane. So once we have all of the slurry done and we are maxed out on digestate in here, we are going to go and set this to sell. And then we're just going to sell all the digestate from here and not really worry about it too much. So I'm going to go bring the slurry over, get this digestate started, and then we'll start making some money on the electric charge. And then I'm going to go and get that this field taken care of. Yeah, I'm going to do quite a bit in this jump. So, yeah. I'll see you guys when I see you. And another thank you to Farmer Cop. I only have 3,000 liters of wheat. Okay. And I still have to pick up all of the straw from your harvest. So thank you. Greatly appreciate it. Okay, so this is how we are going to overcome the debt right now. Well, not right now, but eventually overcome the debt. And yes, I rented a disc. The one we have is taking too long. So get that placed down right there. That is $50,000. But the wonderful part about this is a pig food mixer, okay? So with barley, soybeans, and corn, I can make a lot of pig food. Yeah. Yeah, no, we are, and you know what? We may even try out sunflowers with it. I don't know yet. I think sunflowers is going to yield a little bit better, so it might be a little bit quicker if we try it with sunflowers. Regardless, this is how we're going to make our money. And yes, I know there's no sell point. Just wait. I know a guy. Well, after 3 hours, we finally have this farm going on a track to make money. I know it doesn't look like it, but give me time. Okay, I just need a little bit of time. Okay, we're going to at least I'm going to call it quits for tonight. This is going to be a multiple day project for me, most definitely. You know what? I'm going to see if I can make that fit. Come on. So I can at least feel like I've done something semi-productive. There we go. Well, that went in. Good deal. What are we at now? 8,691 liters. Okay, cool. So, I'm going to pick it up here tomorrow. And, we'll see how much money I can make. Because right now we have, not soybeans, we have sunflowers, barley, and corn. All planted. Ready to go. Well, ready to grow, I should say. I probably should roll these, but I don't know if that's really going to be worth it in the long run. I really don't know. But regardless, we have the farm production running. We're making everything that we need to make. It's going by pretty well. Actually, I should come in here. And where are we? Okay, there we are. Activate that. And yeah. Actually, you know what? Better yet, let's just go to bed. Yeah. There's not really any contracts that I want to do right now. We do have a new sleep trigger. Okay, start a new day. See how much money we make. We had like what, 16,000 I think it said? Oh, that sounds like hail. That sounds like hail. I don't like that. We're at 27,000. Okay. We are slowly making money with the farm production, which is awesome. What are we at right now? We have plenty of methane. We have plenty of silage. We have plenty of digestate. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing pretty well right now. I think before I go to bed. Yeah, I need to feed the cows. All right. Let's go feed the cows. We made it back for day 2. And, well, the thing is, I saw this sunflower contract, and I'm like, hey, why don't I go and do these sunflower, corn, and barley contracts? That way I can use whatever little bit extra we get from them to put in there. And, you know, hopefully make it to where we have to... Oh, I gotta turn that lighting back on. We have to do a little bit less there in the short term, you know? I don't know. Hopefully this helps out because, yeah, this is definitely taking a little bit longer than what I expected, but, you know, it is what it is. Well, I guess every little bit helps. 385 extra liters. Ouch. Oh well, it is what it is. You know what? That's 385 extra liters that I did not have. I'll take it. Now, depending on how much money I make from this milk cell, I'm going to be doing something that nobody's actually done before in this series. We're going to be buying a new field. Oof. I tried to cut that one a little bit too close. Oh, I'm too excited. And yes, I had to mark where the dairy is. It's been a while since I've been here, all right? Don't judge me. And just like that, we can afford the new field. Okay, so we're going to be expanding over to field 7. It already has sunflowers on it. Now, whether or not we're going to keep it around, I don't know. I might just flip it. I got to talk to Tony, see if that's in the rules. But regardless, we have like 1 or 2 more loads of milk that need to be sold. So I'm going to get those sold off while I try to get a hold of Tony. Tony hasn't responded, but we did buy the field. We did buy field number 7, as you guys can clearly see by looking at the map. And yeah, I'm feeling kind of accomplished because that's more sunflowers than what I was expecting to get off of this first harvest. So that's definitely going to bring us a whole heck of a lot closer than what we were going to be. So I definitely can't complain about that. We still have $28,000. I think we're doing good. You know, it's not a lot of progress right now, but just bear with me. All right, just bear with me. It'll all be worth it. It is finally time. Wait, why aren't you ready yet? You're still growing? Please don't tell me the sunflowers are still growing. All right, sunflowers are still growing. But regardless, our corn is done. So, let's jump in here. We rented a header. Let's go do some corn harvesting. And finally get our first, solid start to saving this farm. I now see why Farmer Cop got this trailer as well. Thank you, Farmer Cop. First corn harvest is done. We have 17,990 liters going in the pig food mixer. We're on our way. We're definitely on our way. Now, to disc that field and get more corn in it right now. Well, we're on day 3 of recording this. Kind of had to cut everything short yesterday. We had some major storms go through. But, yeah. Our barley and our sunflowers are ready. Our new field is not ready yet. I think it's a growth stage behind where all of this is, but that'll be fine. I have a worker going right now, getting rid of some of the weeds on the cornfield because, well, the weeds need to be gone. And, well, it's just easier to have a worker do it. It's not going to take as much time. But yeah, no, things are going by pretty quickly. This might be the final check-in for quite a bit. So, I'll see you guys when I see you. Y'all may be wondering, like, hey, 4B, what are you going to do with your pig food? You kind of can't sell it. And you know what? I'd say you're right. But we did get 38,338 liters of pig food. But, lucky for me, I know a guy. All I need to do is do this. And guess what? We will definitely be making some money right about now. Yeah. We just sold off our pig food, what little bit we had. And we made, what, almost 100 grand? I really hope I have that set up. Yeah, 96 grand from one harvest. Yeah. It's gonna be a good day. Now I just need to figure out what I'm going to upgrade. Because we have a lot of equipment that needs upgraded. I didn't do what I wanted to do, but I did something else that I really wanted to do, and that's expand the farm a little bit more. Yes, you guys are seeing this right. I am disking up these potatoes. I am not wasting the time to harvest these potatoes. It'll be much more time efficient for me to just disc these under, get this field going, and growing some. I think we're gonna put some barley in here. I'm really gonna need to figure out how I'm gonna get everything purchased, because this is cutting this one pretty darn close. Actually, I know a way to get like 9 grand or however much it is, but Farmer Cop, I think I'm just gonna go and get rid of your spawned. Yeah, no, I think I know what I'm gonna do with the lumber that Farmer Cop left me. I'm gonna go sell it real quick, make a quick little dime. Yeah, it's finally gone. I think I cut that down in October, and it just now finally went in there. I hate it. I hate it here. So I want to say 2 hours into day 4. That means I'm roughly 12, 13-ish hours into this video. I want to know when, because I haven't been really following this series. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm renting a bigger combine. I got to get these things done. This is taking forever. But yeah, I kind of want to know, when did this series like start becoming I'm gonna mess with the next person, because I'm pretty sure all the weird things that Farmer Cop was doing that didn't seem to make sense, I'm starting to realize why he did them. Yeah, Farmer Cop really did not make this easy to do at all. And I'm pretty sure, I have no proof though, but I'm pretty sure this is the second time we've bought this field, because that barn's missing and I didn't sell it. I don't know. Okay. We are 1 month shy of a year. I overplanted. I overworked. We are at hour 15, I think, of doing this. I'm gonna set that to sell. Please be enough. Are you kidding me? What happened? That should have been like 700 grand. That was only like $200,000. What is going on? That's $261,000. You know what? I didn't get us fully out of debt. But I knocked a whole heck of a lot of it off. If I had more time this week, I'd be able to do it. But yeah, I've run out of time. I've run out of patience. Well, that was awkward. My game crashed. But we're back. I came in here and I apparently had the time set, and as I was trying to get everything up and running and make sure it was all right, it is now 16:12. It's 4:12 in the afternoon. I'm gonna... Oh, wait, I gotta log back in as admin to slow down time. But regardless, like I said, I've run out of time. I've run out of patience. We have the loan down to... What do we have it down to? 500,000. You know what? That's... I think we've accomplished more than what Farmer Cop ever could have attempted to do. Because, I mean, we have a new tractor. I got rid of a lot of the stuff that we were renting. But we have a new tractor. We have 2 new fields. We have what? I think fields 4 and 6 are ready to harvest. Cows need fed. You know what? You have the recipe, FSG. Get us out of debt. That is my challenge to you. So, with that, oh, and Farmer Cop, I did use it. I just said it to sell. I'm not touching it. Or wait, actually, you know what? Better yet, here, Farmer Cop, I am doing something with this. There we go. Perfect. I'm done. I tap. 15 hours for this is way too long. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. Consider subscribing. With that, I'm gonna go do something other than farm sim. You have a good one. Later.